Good evening, everybody. This is your girl, Miss Maggie T. Just wanted to introduce myself and get you time to get in. Actually, I didn't start my intro because I wanted people to go ahead and get up in here because it's an amazing intro, and I really want you guys to see this one. And you'll meet the person that created this. It's going to be so amazing. But before we get into this is the Candid Room, episode 12. And we're going to be talking about how to overcome loneliness and isolation. And we do have our special guest in the house, Cosmic and Debo Vibes. Let's go ahead and get into this intro. If you in here, leave something in the chat. I see you already. Welcome, babies. Let's do it.
The city's still buzzing, but my spirit's done. All day long, I've been chasing the sun. Deadlines and voices crowding my space. So I light me a candle, reclaim my grace. Kick off my heels, let the rhythm spin. Soft jazz whispers where the chaos spin. Every sigh's a prayer, every thought's a tune. I find myself again inside the candid room. Welcome to the candid room, where my soul can bloom. No more noise, no more gloom. Just me and this groove. Raise your glass, let it soothe. Every scar becomes proof. When the truth feels like perfume, you're home in the candid room.
Oh, isn't that sexy? Isn't that it's a vibe, y'all. And this is what I want the Candid Room to be. I'm manifesting my spot, my location. Ladies and gentlemen, would you come with me to the Candid Room if that was actually a physical location? What's going on, Leo? 380 or 32 ACL. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing, Will the Thrill? What's going on? What's going on, people? Thank you. Thank you. Nice intro. And hope you're well as well. And I hope that everybody's enjoying themselves. Do me a favor. I really want you to go ahead and go in and share this out. In case you are new to the channel, like I said, because I know it takes a few minutes for people to realize, this is the Candid Room with Maggie T. And I'm excited because it's going to be a special episode, and we're going to do something quite a bit differently first. Because the concept of Candid Room is just, your Friday night, you're coming in, you had a stressful day. Even if you had a good day, but you just wanted to unwind from the weekend, it's been a long week, and it's like, what can I do to release that week and go into my weekend relaxed and just enjoying myself? Whatever you decide to do, whether you meditate, whether you play your music, you sip your wine. Of course, I got mine. Or we're gonna get in here and just think about the quiet storm. That's where I want to go with it, where you're just feeling amazingly lovely just hearing that tune. So I appreciate y'all for coming in. So let's go ahead and bring in our special guest in the house. We're gonna start it off with Cosmic, the one, the only, the person that is actually responsible for the track, my soundtrack. What's going on, Cosmic?
How you doing tonight, Maggie?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so glad you can make it with me because this is going to be an amazing episode. I hope people take this Friday night show with you each and every week because we're going to relax tonight, and that's the
Absolutely.
goal, that's the purpose, and we're going to just talk about loneliness because a lot of us are single. A lot of us in relationships and feeling lonely, so it can be a number of things. So we're going to get into that, but let's go ahead and also bring up my next guest in the house. You've seen him before a couple of times, and you've also seen me on his show this week on Wednesday night. This is Mr. Debo Vibes. How you doing today, Debo?
Doing excellent, Maggie T. How you doing, Cosmic?
What's good?
Banging job of that soundtrack, man.
Appreciate you.
Unbelievable. And it
Appreciate
definitely
you.
sets a tone for the Candid Room. And I hope everybody felt that as much as I did, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna touch on that, but I just let Maggie dive into it. I knew we were gonna come back around to it, but that seeing my work placed on there, because I showed you, Maggie. You
Uh huh.
remember the thing where I was like, "Hey, get on the phone, watch this. What you think?" But seeing it like presented makes me feel
Right,
great because I'm like, damn, that's a good ass intro. So I feel great. I'm
right.
glad everybody got a chance to be able to see it. This is why I works with my circle right here. So this is how I do.
Bringing resources together because these are amazing men on my show right now that are creative content creators, but just so many hats they do as far as content and just being amazing people. Like we talked about backstage, you got to keep a small circle of just important people in your life that are just trustworthy, you can vibe with. Um, I do see a couple of more people in the chat. What's going on? Josie, how you doing? Q69. It's not showing your regular name. It's showing like your URLs today. So if you got like a nickname, I can't see them today. But thank you, Josie. How you doing? Let me know. Leave some feedback. How that made you feel? That sound. It said meditate, and pull up a pew. Welcome back, Cosmic. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yes, good to be
I'll come
back.
to that room with you. So some people saying they would come to the Kandid Room with me. I'm just telling you. I'm Purple Rain, Mr. Prince. So you're gonna have to. And now in that establishment, you have to kind of put on something. The ladies got to wear the dresses and the heels, and the fellas got to. We're gonna leave the tennis shoes out the door. That's a little sophistication. We'll be
You
smoking
got
our
to come fly, baby.
live band, a little jazz here and there, where you feel sexy. And that's the whole purpose of the Kandid Room. But before we get into our topic today, I really want to get into a little bit of meditation. Now, Cosmic, I don't know how to work this thing where we bring you up a little closer.
You want me
Um,
to do it?
yes, yeah, you'll tell me how to do that later. But I
Okay.
want you on the big screen, if possible.
Let me see. I think I need to click a few. Hold on.
Okay. Because what we're doing today, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to start our night off with a little bit of meditation. We're going to get it. We're going to get it right. That's me.
You know what? I got it. Let me bring this down.
Okay. Okay.
Keep talking. I'll just be playing musical chairs.
We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. If not, then we can just hear you and listen to the music and what have you. We're going to get it right. So we're going to do a little bit of meditation. We're going to get it right. If not, it's okay.
Yeah.
We ain't going to worry about it. We'll keep
I'm
it
in
like
there.
this.
Just the voice matters.
Right. So we're going to start off with it. It's about 6 minutes. So if you got 6 minutes of your time, I would like for everybody to kind of close your eyes. Even if you're not closing your eyes, just kind of just chill, relax, just think, use your thoughts in this one. So let me know when you're ready, Cosmo. Just kind of introduce yourself, and then we can get into your meditation today.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, everybody, like Maggie said, we're just gonna do a quick 5-6 minute meditation. And for people who don't know what meditation really is, it ain't got nothing to do with religion practices. It's all walks of life. It's basically how you calm yourself down. Like usually to calm ourselves down, we either turn to a drink or something to smoke. But if you ain't got none of that, the natural way to bring your nervous system intact and for you not to be stressing is meditation. So tonight, since we're talking about loneliness and isolation, this is a track I gave Maggie that I produced, which is set to a certain tone frequency that's going to allow you to chill, because when you chill, then your life just works out that much better. So yeah, so again, if you're driving, don't close your eyes, just stay in your head. But if you are able, I'm gonna lead y'all into what to do. It's literally you're gonna be closing your eyes and I'm gonna tell you to breathe, and then I'm gonna put you on a cool oasis. But this is something that I literally do that Maggie and I are gonna get into deeper, so you're gonna see me as the meditation guy to be able to bring that calmness, that quiet storm, like Maggie said.
Right. And then of course, let us know if it's too loud and everything else. Just give us some feedback in the chat. Well, let's go ahead and get started, Cosmic.
Excellent.
We're ready to get into our Kandid Room meditation with Cosmic. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to start off by, once again, if you're able, you want to close your eyes Hey, Maggie, bring it up just a tad bit to 30. Excellent. That's perfect. Thank you. So as you guys are closing your eyes, I want you to not think about anything. Be in this very present moment. And what we're going to do is to get you to relax. You're going to start off by closing your eyes. And I want you to breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and release out of your mouth. Okay. And I'm going to count you in. So the first breath in through your nose, you're going to breathe for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out of your mouth for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to do that again. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it, and then release out of your mouth for a count of 4. Now all I want you to do is just focus on your breathing and listen to my words. The reason I have you breathing is, again, it helps clear your mind. It helps release struggle. It helps you not to overthink, because right now in your present moment, being able to be guided in the present moment is beautiful. You don't want to be thinking about the past. You don't want to be thinking about the future. You don't want to think about the bills. Being present helps you to clear all of that. So continuously breathe in deeply through your nose, slowly and surely, hold, and then release out of your mouth. That's the only thing you need to do. Focus on your breathing. Now, I want you to use your imagination. In your imagination, I want you to picture the place you want to be, okay? Are you with someone in a relationship? What does that look like? Are you successful in your business? What does that look like? Are you around friends and family? Use your imagination to coast your brain into seeing the life that you want. Now, it's natural that you may get hit with something that happened to you the other day or something that happened 20 seconds ago. Push that to the side. When you focus on your breathing, you don't give your mind time to wander. So another deep breath in through your nose, very slowly. Hold for a little bit and release out of your mouth very slowly. Go to that comfortable place. Play that movie in your mind. Some of you all may be on the red carpet. Some of you may be doing business deals. See yourself shaking hands with those successful clients. See yourself on a private beach if you want to get away. See yourself on that boat, on that yacht with that family, or even if you're by yourself, what does that look like? Now that you're visualizing it, feel it. Don't just go there in your mind. You just made that $10 million deal. Grab that check. Feel what it would feel like, because when you add those feelings, that's when you bring it into fruition. Remember, keep your breathing going. Deeply breathe in through your nose. Relax. And then breathe out of your mouth. Play that movie in your head. And as you're playing that movie in your head, I want you to say these things in your head. I'm successful. I am abundant. I am in a great relationship. I am a successful person. My circle around me is successful. All my bills are paid. All the checks are cleared. The reason I'm having you say these things to yourself is because we're so used to saying the opposite in our brain. We don't want to hear the negative. That's why you in that predicament. You got to tell yourself, I'm fly. I'm great. I'm amazing. There is no one set way to meditate. You can talk to yourself how you talk to yourself. I'm smooth. I'm great. The Kandid Room is pulling in $10 million a month. Everything that we do, we bringing in superstars. Everybody that we have, we bringing in superstars. I am calm. No stress. Focus on your breathing. Have fun in this moment. What does it look like? See it. Even if it's not believable, make it believable. Nobody can tell you what to do when you are meditating. And you can do this very thing in your car. You can do it standing in line. You don't need a whole 5-6 minutes. It's a moment to pause and say, look at how dope my life is. Look at how amazing my life is. You in a Kandid room right now. You are here because you want to elevate. You are here because you are safe. You are here because it is that time. So one more deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And then breathe out through your mouth. One more deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And then breathe outwardly through your mouth. Always remember, this is your safe space in your head in this moment. Even if you're not into meditation, slowly get to learn about it. Now I'm going to count to 5, and everybody will be able to open up their eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Welcome back to the Kandid Room.
Beautiful. If in case some people haven't done meditation, that's just a snippet of what guided meditation can be. If you participated, let me know. If you didn't and you're just a little nervous about it, it's okay. We're going to be starting to do this, if not every show, because even if he can't be on live, I'll have a recording of him doing it. But I'm going to incorporate this into my shows each and every week because we need to calm down. I want everybody, of course, you think of Kandid Room, you think of dancing, you think of, but I really want you to be in a relaxed, just in a good mood, good space, anywhere you need to be, wherever you're watching us from. Hello, Maisha, how you doing?
Hey,
hello, Maisha.
You notice how it's a little bit more calmer. Everybody's just like, I feel good. What's up, Leo ATL? You said music was like old school Stranger Things. I love it.
Yep, that's my whole vibe. It's soundtrack. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing that I learned as an actor, y'all. Sounds put you in the mood.
Right.
If you're watching a horror flick, notice the sound is making you flip. If you're listening to R&B, it's a sound. So I specifically learned that sounds are important because, again, you need to be in a certain mood. You want to get hyped before a show, you got a certain sound. So that's one of the things that I literally wanted to put in there. So I'm glad it was a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? I got different vibes for everybody, but this is how we get stuff started and going.
Right. And how you feel about that, Debo?
No, man. Like as you were doing the meditation, midway through it was like this is something I needed. Man, I didn't even know I needed it. But midway through it, like you touched on, like that whole breathing thing. Like, okay, you know what? Let me just slow down a little bit. Let me just slow down. You know what I'm saying? Then I started thinking about my goals and ambitions and everything, and that worked itself out, man. And to be honest with you, that's the first time I ever meditated.
Wow.
I never meditated. I'm 50 years. I'm 50 years old. Like I said, it's something I've never been exposed to that. You know what I'm talking about? So it's something that was very much needed right there. I was digging it.
That's
right. And that's why I wanted to introduce it because meditation has such a taboo. People feel like it's more of a religion.
like a woo woo thing.
Right.
Like, oh, I don't. Yeah.
It can be misconstrued.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
very much so.
A lot of people forgot this is ancient practice what our people did. But because Westworld colony came in, we already know they stole and gave us this, and then they practicing what we do. That's why they able to have all the success that they able to, because they tuned their minds. They basically took everything that we taught and they're using it for themselves. So just like you, I didn't start really getting into meditation until I was 33, and that was after I lost everything. Like when I lost everything, I had no choice but to be calm, because if I would have freaked out, I would probably shit would have went wrong. So I literally had no choice but to study it, learn how it is. And then once I found out, oh, this is how you hack your shit to get to a higher level. That's what it is. Calm down and actually visualize what it is. That's the secret to getting the life that you literally want, is calm your nervous system down. And I'll say this and then I'll turn it back to you, Maggie. You know what you got to do in order to get ready. If you about to make love to somebody, and put on music. Let me like this. Let me do that.
Right.
Same way you prepare to get ready to do your thug thizzle with whoever. Meditation is the same way.
Way.
I want to get successful. Let me do this very thing in order to get
Get my mind
into this.
focused
Yeah.
and calm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it makes you think. And it's different types of meditation based on your needs and everything. So as you said, you needed that. Somebody just said in chat, my first time doing that, I normally just sleep. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to hear these very things because I don't know if it's somebody first time, last time, what, but I like people to say, just experience it and see what it does because this stuff right here is literally the thing that saved my life to be able to figure out the clutter that's going on in our brains. And a lot of times we don't know
You're
that's why
overthinking.
that's your life. Yeah.
Right.
You're overthinking because I can overthink till sometimes I can't even lay down and calm myself. I'm up like
Mm-hmm.
my mind is moving, so it's like I have to bring myself back to okay.
Yeah, you definitely got to slow it down. Like you need a moment because like you touched on a little bit ago, it's like things happen, like bills happen. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Right.
financial difficulties happen. We got everything going on. These SNAP benefits people are losing. You know what I'm saying? So a
Right.
lot of stress going on in the world right now, where you think to yourself, there's no way I can make it through. No way. You know what I'm saying? You could be the most faithful of people, but you still doubt your circumstances. So yeah, man, like you said a little bit ago, like just sitting back and just say, let me stop, let me think, and let me get out of this world, and let me
Right.
just go into my world. Talk to
Yes.
myself, even for 6, 5, 6 minutes. That could be a
Mhm.
word. That could do a world of good right there, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
I mean, it just did. To be honest with you, shoot.
6 minutes seem like a long time, and it's really not. That's why I say 15, 10 to 15 minutes of just time daily. Even if you don't do meditation, you just kind of go in a place where you close your eyes and just breathe.
Yep.
Where it's just you just take your, especially you going into a work job and it's stressing. You know, reset yourself before you go out into that world. Is or come home and before you lay down, you want to release all that energy. It's best to do so. But we're getting ready to go ahead and get into our conversation now. Of course, we put this here because this young lady here, um, this is the Kandid Room, like I said, and as you see, she's there by herself. And our topic for today is we're talking about loneliness. Do the lonely do? Y'all know that Christmas song. What do the lonely do?
Yeah.
You
Dead
know,
Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
navigating loneliness and isolation. So, with this one, we're going to talk about because everybody, I'm sure everybody's felt lonely at some point, especially them folks that be like, well, I'm single and I'm all right and all that. Yes, that
Mm.
sounds cute, but there's times when you sometimes feel lonely and it's okay to feel that way. So, we're going to go through some things about that. And I'm going to ask you fellas some questions. And of course, I'll answer my own questions. And then, like I do, I always break it down so we can educate our viewers. In case you are here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel as well as share this out. And if you want to be a guest on the show, please hit me up on all social media platforms, Maggie T Productions. I'm at Gmail or Maggie T Productions, wherever you can find me on all social media. But this is the Kandid Room. So we're going to go into, just going to ask you guys, first, um, what does loneliness actually feel like for you? And I love it because you guys are men,
Mm.
you know, so we'll get a little bit of my perspective and then your perspective. So I'm going to start off with you, Cosmic. What does loneliness actually feel like for you? And if you ever experienced it?
Yeah, for sure. To me, loneliness has actually been my friend because I've always been one where I can be around people, but then I can easily not be around people. Shout out to the Geminis because we literally introvert, extrovert. We'll be party
Right.
hardy, but we easily like to be by ourselves. But there are times where you can feel like you're around people, but they're not your people. So you could feel loneliness. So lonely it's not a good feeling because you can't it feel like you can't relate to nobody. You know, you like right now it's cuff season. It's getting cold.
Yes.
This is when lonely hit to where you just like, God damn, you see, it's when you cold, you like, I need somebody to cuddle up on. I think it really hits around this time because families around and you really start to see who fucks with you and who doesn't. So I
Right.
would say loneliness is a two-sided coin. You gotta learn to be enjoyable time with lonely, but don't necessarily keep it in your head. Oh, I'm lonely. I'm always lonely. No one, nah, you gotta learn to know what it's like being alone. But at the same time, you don't want to be stuck in that to where you so much of a loner that you don't know how to open yourself up. So for me, lonely, again, two sides of loneliness. The sad loneliness feels cold, isolated. I get what is it? Desperate. You let me call. What you doing, girl? Like you just start kind of almost finding just an excuse to kind of I need to get a feel on something. But healthy loneliness is, you know, taking yourself out, you know what I'm saying, which is very important. Being able to say, oh no, I don't need nobody around me right now because I learned about who I am. So that's my take on it.
Okay. All right. Good one. Good one. Good one. Good one. So, and to you also, Debo vibes.
Mm.
What does loneliness actually feel like for you?
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of things comics said, I definitely piggyback on, particularly this time of year. Like when he says cuffing season, and he's right because like there be times. What answer your question in reference to loneliness? I've been single for a long time. You know what I mean? So, but every now and then you start thinking to yourself like, hey, you know, you get a little tired of, you know, watching TV by yourself, or you know, looking at a joke, not be able to express something to your significant other, being in bed, waking up, joking and laughing and stuff like that. But conversely speaking, I tell people all the time, I live by myself, but I also have in the same breath I have two roommates. My two roommates, their names are Peace and Quiet, and they're the best roommates that anybody can have. So with that being said, I'd rather have those two roommates and suffer a little bit of loneliness other than being in a relationship. And you touched on a little bit ago. There are people right now in relationships who are lonely because they're
Yeah.
not just simply not just driving with their significant other. You know what I'm saying? So do I want to put myself in that position? No, I have been in that position, which caused me to make the decision to moving forward, enjoy myself and being by myself. But at the same time, and Cosme touched on it, there is a good loneliness where you can say, you know what, you know, I'm by myself right now. Let me go treat myself. Let me appreciate myself. We're all one of one. We're one of one. There's nobody like Cosmo. There's nobody like Debo. There's nobody like like Maggie T. You know what I'm saying? Anybody watching this, there's no person like you. You're one of one. You know what I'm saying? So if you are by yourself, it's, you know what I'm saying, you do have periods of loneliness, but at the same time you go out and celebrate yourself and your success and your life and like that. But it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that. But it is getting cold outside. Matter of fact, I posted something on Facebook the other day. I said snuggle weather. I ain't got nobody to snuggle with. You know what I'm saying? So I said in jest, but I'm being serious though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right. Like,
On the
yeah, I'm
real.
right,
serious. I'm joking, but I'm
right.
serious.
I'm talking about I'm serious. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, you whenever someone feels a sense of loneliness, you know, take the time to celebrate yourself and what you're doing in life. And, you know, at the same time, know that if you are seeking another person, better days will come, and that person's out there.
Right. So, and I'm glad you
Word up.
said that. So, getting it from the male perspective, but honestly, the reason why I love doing these type of shows where it's both sides of the coin is because I don't care what your preference is, you know, what you identify as or what have you. It's all universal here. People got feelings. People feel lonely. I look. I don't want nobody to tell you, well, I'm good. I'm straight over there. You know, I'm just like, now stop
Right?
it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's cap.
Stop lying to
Stop
yourself.
the
Yeah.
line.
It's cap. Yeah.
I don't need nobody. I don't need no. You know how they be. I don't need no fun. I'm good over here. You know, single again. You know, all that kind of stuff. It's like, stop lying. You
Right.
know, you won't. Everybody is made to be with somebody at
We
some
made
point.
in pairs. And you know what I'm saying?
Right. So I don't, you know, I mean, of course I can say, yeah, I'm good by myself. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good in a peaceful place where I can focus on my mindset. I can focus on my career. I can focus on me. Learn to love me. But now, when you get into that, okay, let me learn to love me,
Mm-hmm.
and you're healed and everything else, you're good now. So it's like I can be alone. I'm comfortable with just going out by myself. So we're gonna get into that question. But as far as what does lonely feels like to me,
Mm-hmm.
two sides of it. And I've experienced both. I've been that person, like what I mentioned, where I was in a long-term relationship, the one I divorced from, where, well, honestly, both, be real. I've been in two long-term relationships throughout my life. And they was long, like 13 years here, that long. High school
Mm-hmm.
sweetheart, that. I felt like I was misunderstood in my relationships. I felt like I couldn't express myself and people understood what I meant about how I felt inside, because I've had a lot of childhood trauma and things that I dealt with, including the people that I was in a relationship with, trauma from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't feel like I had anybody to go to when I was having my issues, like my anxiety and things like that. Because I do have anxiety. I do have seasonal depression here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I have my moments, and it's like, I just need for you to be there. You don't even have to say anything. Just be in my presence, be my support system. Can you do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that. Even in
Mm-hmm.
my marriage, it was like, you'll be all right. You'll get over it. You know,
Yeah.
walk around, take a deep breath. Okay. Because that person didn't know how to express themselves. So it's like, oh, you're overreacting. So I'm just going to ignore you right now. You're doing a little
Mm-hmm.
too much for me. It's like, this is when I needed you the most, but okay. So I had to learn how to self soothe and,
Mm-hmm.
deal with my emotions, but I didn't know what that meant for me. So a lot of time I'll just isolate myself, go into a dark place, cut everything off, everybody off, and just keep myself away. And that's why I put down there isolation. So I started getting to that isolation state where I didn't want to talk to nobody. I want to, express myself. I got mute.
Mm-hmm.
You come in, it's like, why are you so quiet? Why are you not talking to me? Just like I feel like I can't express myself to you. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like you don't understand me. So you
And
can
that
be in the
and that's what
relationship and you can feel alone at the same time.
right. Yeah, you took the words in my mouth. I was going to ask you in that situation, you're better off by yourself
Right.
because that's toxic. That's worse than being alone. You being with somebody and they can't really, grasp the fact that you're going through something right now, and they're like you said, oh, take a walk, whatever the case may be. That in and of itself, that's toxic. That's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
good right there.
Even
And that's
even
the
on a
that's the
sense of
relationship side of things. I'm gonna let you go to Cosmo in a minute. But the second side of it was just like just having friends,
Right.
close friends that you feel like you can reach out to and say, hey, I'm really going through something. Could you just listen to me? I felt like as being a life coach or, I'm always that person that's that ear for other people. But when it came back to me, oh, I ain't got time for that. Oh, well, I'm healed now. I'm good. You help me, but I can't help you. So a lot of times I was giving, but I wasn't getting that back.
Mm,
So it's like, shit, fuck you. Like, I got
right.
to deal with my own shit. And so when I cut people off, oh, you acting some type of way, this, that, and the other, it's like, well, I got to protect my peace because you really ain't looking out for me. But of course, all shit breaks loose. You need me to be there for you, friend. I don't know what to do, all that. But it's like when I come to you, you know where to be found. So that's my
Mhm.
other part of lonely.
yeah, I was just gonna put in that part. You can be in a relationship and still be lonely. So loneliness ain't got shit to do with if you actually by yourself. I, as a life coach, have been helping people and recognizing you roommates with somebody. Like you got together,
Mm,
but you know, you go to events, you go to parties together, but like I said, you together, but you not there consciously.
mhm, mhm,
And that shit can really feel, like you said, if I'm pouring into you, but you're not pouring back, or you're literally just not there, like you're gone and checked out,
Right.
you in a relationship by yourself, you in a room where both of y'all just existing, but ain't no conversation, ain't no, hey, what's the last song you listened to, or, interaction.
mhm.
So it's a lot
I'm
of
glad you
people
said
right.
that compliment. Can
Yeah.
I add something to it? Because then I'm gonna let you finish. Because like
Yeah,
it
go
was
ahead.
basically like my marriage. It was more of I had to ask you to spend time with me. I had to ask you to give me some type of attention. And it's like, well, I'm here with you. Am I? Like,
Right. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I
no,
mean,
you
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
presence, but mentally, physically, and all of that, what we're like the communication was just non-existent. Like you can go through your whole entire day and not say anything to me, and I check it. I don't say anything. I'm like, let me see if you're gonna reach back out to me because I gotta make the effort to reach out to you. I'm like, how do you marry somebody and then you don't really want to spend time with them? And it was beautiful in the beginning before we got married. We talk and
Mhm.
all that, but it's like now you got me.
Yeah.
And now,
Unfortunately, Maggie T. Unfortunately, that's a lot of time. That's always the case. It's always great in the beginning,
right,
and then to
Yeah.
the point
Yeah.
where what I'm saying, it gets to the point where it could be years or what I'm saying, even months. What I'm saying. With my situation, it was like only like 10 months where I'm like I'm sleeping with the enemy. This person doesn't know me. This person doesn't want me no more.
right.
This person, we're in the same bed. Like I said, we're lifeless. Like this person is, and eventually I found out she was
Doing
she,
stuff.
she was cheating on me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, she was, what I'm saying, infidelity. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So yeah, loneliness. The like you said best right there, comment. Loneliness does not necessarily mean you being by yourself. You could be with your mate. You can be with your girlfriend. You can be with your boyfriend. You can be with your wife or husband, or case may be,
Right.
and it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's simply you're in a void. And at that point, in my opinion, not opinion, in my situation where loneliness became depression because I was so damn lonely. I found out my ex-wife was cheating on me. I started getting depressed. So not only am I in the house with a woman who, I found out was, cheating on me, you start getting depressed and stuff. So loneliness at that point can become very dangerous and toxic. What I'm saying, to the point where anything can happen. That's why you touched on a little bit ago, Maggie T. You gotta have friends in your corner you can talk to and say, hey, I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I mean, it's hard to do that because like me, like I'm an outgoing guy, I'm like this, that, and the other, but like I really don't have anybody to say like, look, I got to talk to you about something, So that's just what I'm saying, the way my life is. At that point, I just reach for my faith. But even when you do that, sometimes it's like you just really sit back and be like, I need to talk to somebody. So
Yeah. Yeah. That
yeah,
talking part is important. And
you
I
got. I mean,
say,
you got to release. You got to release.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that I started to do, especially when it come down to
And I'm glad you went
men.
into that because we're talking about what do you do. So you went right into the next one. What do you do during
Yeah.
those times you feel alone? And then we're gonna get a
Yeah.
little spicy with it too. So we're gonna answer this part of what you do when you feel alone. Then I want a little, we're gonna juice it up a little bit. Just let you know.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
It's
Okay.
one of the things that's when you do feel isolated and alone, this is where that community comes into play. Because before all this fuckery shit we got into with social media and people being split off and not liking each other, we had our community. We thrived with our community.
Mm-hmm.
We don't thrive with our people no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna go down the history lines. We know why, but like you said, who do we go to besides? Because we usually turn to, and they show this shit on media, which is why as an actor, I pull back. You lonely? Go to the bar. You drink your shit away, but then you leave and you don't feel better, or go hang around certain people, or go get sexual. We're doing the stuff that's numbing it versus taking care of it. So it's just like I started watching Kurt Franklin has a show on YouTube called Den of Kings. And the reason I like that, if you've never seen it, Kurt, we all know Kurt Franklin. Oh, yeah, we got the something. Oh, no. DC, are you with me? That Kurt Franklin,
Mm-hmm.
he started putting together, he's bringing together the black men sitting down to eat, and they're discussing problems and they letting it all out. And I'm like, this is what the fuck we need, because women will do that all day. But when it come down to the men, it's like we do need to have that support system to lean on my brother to be able to be like, hey man, I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't tell everybody this, but am I crazy? I gotta get this off my chest. So it's moments like that's something that I'm really gearing towards going to, because we do need that support system to when somebody's feeling lonely, you can't trust your friends and family and anybody else. You got to find some type of community where you can go to be able to talk these things out. Because even if you don't go to therapy, fucking talking is therapy. You calling your friend, that's therapy shit. So people, I don't do therapy. Yes, you do, because you talking to somebody. It's just that you doing it to a person who most likely can't tell you the right information. So
For sure.
having that right community to talk to, like when I call Maggie, I may not be on bed. I'd be like, man, I'm just fucking. She's my go-to therapist that I can rely on because I just need to be heard. Same thing, like I said with Debo. If I got a guy problem that Mag can't understand, same exact thing. So having that support system is going into what you do when you feel times up alone. That's just my small portion, but Maggie will lead it into the other.
Right. So and like that. So like I'm building, not only am I just inviting people to the show and connecting, but me and Cosme have been friends a long time since high school. And I did feel like I didn't have anybody I could talk to, and I really wasn't trying to look into therapy. I was trying to do my own self healing and things like that. I ran into Cosmic, when he was going through his transition of just saying just disconnecting from the regular life and just going into his cocoon, and was like, I got to get myself together because I'm all over the place. I don't know who I am at this point. I found him when that was going on. It's like, okay, now I'm into meditation. Now I'm into spiritual this and that. And I reached out. I was like, man, it's been a while. No, I think you emailed me or something where we
We
interact.
all something always brings us back
Right.
to the central
So
train station.
he was telling me this is what I'm doing, and I'm in a better place mentally. I've cut a lot of people off, and now I can breathe. I'm in a better place, headspace wise. It's like I need you right now. I really need to let loose because I don't have anybody right now, and you're the only person I can trust that's unbiased. Because you got to get with people and talk to people that are not judgmental and not here just to react and just to respond. They're just like, oh, I hear something wrong. Well, you need to do this solution. Find that. Sometimes we just want somebody to
Just
listen.
shut the hell up and just
Shut the hell up and
yeah.
listen to that person go through it. Let them get it all out, even if they crying and everything. Let them have that moment. It's like, okay, and you're gathering it all in. Okay, you needed that real quick. Okay, even hug them. Like, okay, we're gonna get that out. But let's now that you release it, let's talk about it. Some people are just like, you need to get over it, and it's gonna be all right, girl. Better day next time. It's like, I don't want to hear that right now. I can tell myself it's a better day, or I can tell myself it's gonna be all right. But I'm really down to my wits end right now. I'm defeated. I really need somebody just to
And
count.
and Maggie, once you feel defeated, at that point, that's the worst feeling in the world because at that point, your soul
Right,
is at a point where you don't know what you're losing your soul. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like people, oh, you'll be okay, and trouble only lasts for a while. That's just not going to work. It's
No.
not. It's not. And people say it correct. When I was going through my cancer situation, one of the worst things people kept telling me is like, well, you know, I'm here for you. I'll be there for you. You'll be okay. You got to fight on. You can't tell me nothing because you're not fighting the fight I'm fighting.
right.
So it's easy for you to say that, you know what I'm saying? So people tend to say the craziest things in situations of difficulty and stress, you know what I'm saying? So of course loneliness is not, well, it could be, you know what I'm saying, in the same level as, you know what I'm saying, battling, any kind of disease or whatever case may be, because it could lead to that point. It could lead for you to you saying, you know what, and I'm over it. I'm going
Right,
to end it.
right.
I'm going to end it. And then you know what I'm saying? That's why there's a phrase out there that says I don't know if y'all heard it or not. Sometimes it says sometimes a stranger can be your best friend
All day. All
because a
day.
stranger will never judge you. I've had the best conversation with strangers because I've poured my heart out to totally strangers. Like I'll be on like back in the day when before I had my car, I'll be on like a MARA train. I'll be on a red line. I'm just sitting there like you know what I'm saying. Somebody sits next to me. You know what I'm saying. They're like, we'll strike a conversation, and I was released. I've literally cried on the MARA train, releasing to other people because you're at a point because you're so lonely. You can't and you don't have anybody to turn to. The people you do turn to don't take you seriously. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I'm not trying to be long winded. Like last year, I had a neighbor, and him and his girlfriend, they was always going at it. They was always going at it, and he would always come over, like just to drink a beer. I was like, yeah, come come. And I'll never forget this one time he came over, and I didn't even know his name. You know what I'm saying? He was a neighbor, and he sat down on my couch. I gave him a beer. He cracked it open, and he just started sobbing. He just started sobbing. He didn't know my name. He just called me Unc, because he was younger than me. I just call him nephew because what I'm saying. So we had like a 2 hour conversation. So I say all that to say this: people listening. When somebody reaches out to you, you gotta listen. Take the time to listen. Take them few brief moments. You gotta listen to a person. There's a difference between hearing somebody and listening. You gotta listen to that person. Listening to a person can be the fine line between that person having to build up, having a mental fortitude to dig deep, and that person saying I can't do it no more, and they're gone by tomorrow. So
Hey,
Right.
real quick, Debo, I'm glad you said the listening factor. I want people to know you have to learn to listen
Right.
because a lot of people don't know. They think they listening, but they really don't. I didn't
right.
realize that I wasn't listening until like just recently. So I'm like, oh shit. So because you know how like if y'all talking right now
Mm,
and I'm on my phone, I'm hearing you,
you ain't listening.
but the shit ain't clicking. I'm not listening. So listening and receiving is listening to everything you're doing. I'm consciously aware. That shit is super important, not just being like I hear you. So a lot of people don't know, um men and women included, it's not just a man or a woman thing, but people, there's a difference between knowing how to listen and soak it all in and knowing not. But that shit does have to be learned because a lot of people just don't even know uh how to do that shit.
So, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna move into the next, because we're gonna kind of go into some facts and things like that. Well, we're also gonna get juicy too. Before we get juicy though, I started this thing because I deal with my own mental health, issues. And of course, I have a daughter that's diagnosed with a severe mental illness where it's psychosis. She's fine because she takes medication, but um, I just knew quite a few people that was going through some things, even my own self, where I felt like I didn't want to be here. So I used my own experience of how I overcame that to use my voice to help people. So I started this Candid Room here started off from a Facebook idea where I had a page that I created where I offered free mental health advice, and really it was just more of a vent page, and
Mm,
people was inboxing me under a page. I didn't know who I was. It was under an alias, and it was, and I've noticed it was around midnight, like late night, when you in your thoughts, when the world is kind of quiet and it's just you to your thoughts. I noticed I was at 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, people messaging me, and I just sat there and listened. And you know what? And it's like, then I offered some type of advice, and it was like, you know what? You saved my life. Thank you. You know,
mm.
and now the reason why I say that, because picking up that phone, even if you're just so freaking busy, look at me twice. Anyway,
Man, you shining right now. Look at you everywhere, goddamn.
I
Look at
know.
you.
But picking up that phone, even if you just like, oh my God, it can at least pick it up, and you might be saving a life right now, because that might be where they're at their lowest to the wits end. Because I know you talked about that, Debo, when you was very ill and fragile, and you
Hmm.
didn't feel like you didn't know how you was gonna go on and push through.
Hmm.
You could have reached out to somebody and that person didn't answer, and it would have been like, you know,
Hmm.
it's serious.
Absolutely,
Suicide
absolutely, for
is
sure, for
a
sure.
very serious thing, people. So it's like, if your friendly friend is saying, "Hey, I really need to talk to you," even if
You
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 just
you,
listen,
you gotta listen.
right?
You have to. You could like you could literally say it's all about humanity and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Right, right. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go into now. That's the that side of what do you do and do you feel alone. So
That's the
now
daytime
all
side.
our people that have been in relationships, and let's say the hormones are up a little bit, and you don't see your little fine thing walking down the street, and it's like, damn, it's wintertime. I ain't got no big booty Judy or nothing like that. So
mm,
Something to feel on.
what do? You can do the PG version, but what do you do during those times when you're a little lonely and you're a little heated a bit, and it's like I ain't got nobody to call and release this type of energy and vibe? What do you do in your lonely time? I'm gonna start with you, Cosmic.
Thank you, because I got it brewing, baby. Okay. Fuck the PG version. I'm gonna tell
Go
y'all what
ahead,
it is.
go
This
ahead.
is
We ain't
Yeah, I'm
got
saying
because
I don't even know why you said that, Maggie. You talking about PG?
I
I
don't
don't know why you
know.
said
my
that.
We
yeah,
got children watching, so I'm
yeah,
gonna give
but
you
you
a disclaimer. Go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
everybody should know in the candid room because people want real and raw. So there's two things that came to mind,
Okay.
and this is very healthy because I don't think people recognize this. When I didn't have anybody, because I've been single for 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Glad I got myself together, nothing like it. But you do have moments where you chilling and all of a sudden you just get this inkling, like, God damn, if I ain't got nobody around, and everybody does this shit, that's why I'm saying it now. I have special moments to myself where if I'm getting a motherfucking feeling, I ain't about to fight that shit. I am comfortable with myself. So I will release, and I want everybody to also know to releasing.
Mm.
I know what she's talking about. Yes, exactly, Maisha. She got two. When you release, it's a sense of like it's not just a ooh la la taboo shit. Like literally, it's mental health. If you don't think about it, what happens when you, and I'm pretty sure Debo and Maggie, all of us, there are times where you frustrated, and then when you finally get your smacky attacky, your wacky, you just like such a beautiful. It's a release. So it
Mm.
literally is supposed to be. It's a health thing. So I always tell people, fuck that feeling guilt. First of all, it's nobody else's business. Your time is your alone time, but make it to where you are catering to yourself. Because a lot of people don't know. If you don't know what you like, you can't tell somebody else.
Oh, and I'm glad
So
you said that, cause I'm gonna come
yeah,
bring it back
yeah,
to you. I'm gonna bring it back to you because
yeah. So yeah, self love. Do that shit. I don't care what. Again, most people. I didn't ask you what the fuck you do. I do it. So everybody, take care of your own self because it's self love. Now the other thing I just realized, taking it back to community, there there was a person. I've had actually a couple different people. Sometimes I might not be in a relationship, right? But when you get to a point in your life where you mature, I'm cool with certain people. Hey, I want some coffee.
right,
I want some coffee too. Let's go get
right,
some coffee together. That's PG. Hey, I'm feeling like I need to have, and true story in Houston, true story. I've done this with, I believe, two girls. It might have been more, but different times. I around all these beautiful ass women, and I'm like, I'm not in no relationship. So I told one woman straight up, I said, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been able to
right.
feel a woman's touch in a while because I just been going on this journey. And I told straight up, I said, I need to. Do you feel comfortable enough to where I just want to be intimate? We don't need to have sex, but I need to grow. She said, oh, of course. So she feeling comfortable because there's a lot of people where you do have friends or certain ones that when you have a casual respect,
Right.
I'm not with nobody, but anytime I need to go get coffee, anytime I need these cheeks rubbed, when you have people you trust, that's
Right.
something else that I learned to do. Cause I got uh certain friends that when I needed something, they straight up was like, look, Cosmic, anytime you need assistance, don't even hesitate. Because I used to not, because I was like, damn, I gotta make her my girl now. So I used to stay away from that because sometimes when you deal with people, they get clingy. But when there are certain people out there to where they
Yeah,
just
they
want the
do.
same, yeah, they want the same thing you do. I'm not looking for long term. I just got my back is itching right here. You know how to scratch it very well. Let's scratch each other's back and go there. But it goes back to mutual trust. So those are my two. Take care of yourself when you don't have nobody. But if you find somebody you could trust, It ain't nobody's business. It's a equal exchange.
It's
And
now
again,
agreement.
yeah, those two women, like I said, it was a beautiful experience because I literally was like, I need to grab that ass. She let hands all over the booty and the breast, and I felt manly again. It's literally almost like being in jail. Like you gotta have somebody to be able to
Right.
satisfy because it's a mental health thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
those are my two.
Okay. Okay. So then I'm gonna give it to you in a minute, Debo. So I'm gonna give the female's perspective of it. Of course, like what Miss Maisha stated, you know, Rosiana and Bulletta or Angela, whatever whatever you like going on in that situation. I'm a person that doesn't really, let's just keep it real. I don't really masturbate a lot. I'm not like a real big, huge, I gotta masturbate every day type of thing because I'm so busy in life where I'm doing so much, my mind is already kind of not occupied on that very much. But with that though, because I've been single for a good little minute and I haven't had sex in a little, can you remember?
Mm.
Excuse me, head or none of that. So, you know, there is a build up, then there's a movie I'm gonna watch or a weed I don't smoke or whatever. I'm in my mood. So I do get that time where it's like, okay, yeah. So it's like one of those, I want to call somebody up, but and I used to call people up. I used to have that situation ship where I knew that it was a toxic situation, but it's like, God damn it, I want some ass. You know, just keep it real. But I didn't feel great after the fact. I felt relieved, but it's like now I just opened up that whole little dialogue because I was cutting that person off. I didn't want, but I kept going back. I kept going back till I realized, stop doing that because you want to get your feet rubbed. Sometimes it ain't a good thing unless you got somebody that's on a mutual wavelength, like what you were saying, Cosmic, where it's like we both mutually understand this is just for booty. That's it. No feelings attached. A lot of people can't do that.
They can't do that.
So what happened was it's like, and I just gotta, I had those moments, I just take care of myself. And the funny thing is, because I wish I could bring my box out and show y'all some things, but I'm not. I used to be a pure romance consultant, and my job was to help people have good sex.
Okay.
Ooh, do tell.
So toys, lubes, all of that, or learning how to self-pleasure yourself. A lot of people don't know their bodies or comfortable enough with their bodies to feel like it's okay to do that. It's like they came to me, it's like, well, I've never had an orgasm. Okay, so your partner never got you there? No, because I'm thinking about it too much. It's the moment, and it's like my mind is all over the place. I don't know how to get comfortable to get into that moment. And of course, it could be the partner might not making you feel comfortable, but it also starts with learning how to pleasure yourself. Women especially, you have to learn how to explore yourself and feel comfortable with that. It's nothing wrong with that, but only you know what turns you on in your body. And if you don't know how to do that, how you expect somebody else to know how to please you?
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. You can be thinking you just everything when it comes to sex, but everybody is completely different to their turn-ons and everything else. Everybody is completely different. So what you think might work, let me squeeze your nipple, that might not work for somebody. It's certain things that works for certain people. So you really got to get to know your partner as well. So don't go in there thinking that you just boom, boom, boom. Yep, that's it. I got this.
And also too, tell the person, because that's another thing I found out. That's why I say with maturity, when you get with somebody new, I used to hate hearing this with women. I mean, I didn't hear it a lot, but I would have partners. Well, my other did it like I'm not them.
Right.
So that's not gonna make no sense. But if you say, because think about it, before you have sex, how many times do you sit down and you say, hey, I like it this way? Or how many people ask you, hey, welcome to Maggie T's restaurant. How can I serve? We never, it's almost like we do it and we hope They read your mind, and then you get mad. You know what I'm saying? Right.
For sure.
See how she just literally just whisper zut zut in my, if that's what do it, zut zut. There it is right there. She probably done, I can't
Right.
see it, but boom, there it is right there.
Let
She
your
probably
like
know.
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
comfortable
Right.
allowing being vocal about what you like. A lot of people are
Yes.
so scared to tell their partner, "Hey, I don't like when you do it like that, but could you do it? I like when you touch
Communication
me
is
right here."
key. Yeah.
Communication is key when it comes to that.
Yeah. So yeah, that very, and again, Debo, I don't know what zodiac sign you mostly have in your chart. I know Maggie and I are Geminis. If there's no communication,
Right,
Mm.
I don't give a damn how dope, how fine you look.
right,
Not saying we got to talk during it, but if we talking and the conversation is going good mentally, you getting me there. So it's like it also goes back to some people just ain't matched up with others.
right.
So it's like energy wise too. If certain people haven't gotten you off, it's 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 like a chemistry set. If you put gasoline and a match together, that bitch gonna explode. There's certain people who you came across where you gasoline and they fire. Then there's other people to where both y'all just water. It ain't going nowhere. And it's okay to be able to say, hey, this person just didn't know how to get me off. And so yeah.
Right. So, like what I was saying, with he said just whisper the eye contact as well. Learn yourself and learn your man or woman's body, because everybody, and that's one thing about me. I'm more of a I pay attention to a person's body and interaction and how they move and how it's like, okay, if I do this, got that reaction. Okay, when I do this, I hear a certain different thing.
Maggie, you are
So,
such a Gemini because I
thank
thought
you.
I thought
So,
I do that, but I didn't use verbally. Literally, I'm like, the game Operation, where if you touch it, Maggie, you literally
right.
just
So it's
described
like,
to me. I would, I don't know what I want. I'm gonna start from the
figure it out.
toenails,
You
and
gotta
when I
you gotta
move,
learn
oh,
that
you
person's
you
body,
gifted,
that body
hmm
language and
you
everything.
gifted
So,
that way.
right,
Note,
right,
yes, yes, but
right.
everybody can't do
So
that.
we're gonna I'm gonna let you go ahead, Debo. I don't put a little too much out there. So, for you, what do you do in those lonely, horny times? As far as feeling lonely, do you call somebody? What are your
No, no, hell no.
okay?
No, no, that's a no no. I don't, and that's it's when you yearn for somebody, when you yearn for physical, you know what I'm saying? Like when you yearn for somebody, you know what I'm saying? That physical interaction. You know what I'm talking about? There are times where like, yeah, man, let me go ahead and call so and so, see what she up to, type of stuff.
Right,
But if so and so comes over and then you get fulfilled, you know what I'm saying, physically, so and so may not leave. So and so may want to stay there. So and so may want to just, you know what I'm saying, bring on the baggage of why you didn't mess with so and so, you know what I'm saying, why you left so and so to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Booty calls are the worst. I never do a booty call. I don't do that. For the main reason we talked about a little bit ago, somebody might be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Debo, I went to Debo's house, so he must want me. Or you know what I'm saying? I went to Maggie, you know what I'm saying? Later with Maggie, you know what I'm saying? She must want me. I went to Cosmic, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up. He must want me. And then at that point, that person may be under the impression that you want them, and then emotions get involved, and you can't get rid of that person. And then you're in a situation where it's you say to yourself, we all done. Like you say to yourself, I should never call that person.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've woken up. I'm I'm a single man. I've woken up horny as hell. This is my body. This is my temple. I can do what I want to do. And I'm going, if I need to self soothe, I'm gonna self soothe. AKA masturbate. I will. I'll do it. But my thing is this though. I've talked about it a couple of times, and then it got blown up when me and my brother talked about it. Where I said I'm here to satisfy with. I'm a pleaser. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much about myself. There'll be times where I'm in my bedroom where I'm like, I wish there was a woman here where I can please her. You know what I'm saying? Touch her, caress her, breathe on the back of her ears. Some women like other parts of the body, you know what I'm saying, caress or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Even with oral sense, like provide oral pleasure. I like to provide oral pleasure for my woman. So if I don't have that, that gets me like, oh damn, well I can't do that because there ain't no woman here. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if I get lonely and there's not a woman here, of course there's not a woman here, and I'm horny and I'm hot, this is my temple, this is my body. I'm gonna self-soothe, aka masturbate, and I'll do it. And to be honest with you, I do it often because I live by myself.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here, wake up in the morning with this huge erection, like, oh damn, look at that, and just walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is the problem for a lot of us men.
I
Like,
know you
No.
men, y'all got it just.
So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and satisfy myself. It's just, it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I can't speak for any other man. I'm speaking for myself. And I say it confidently. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
and to be honest with you, we in the cannon room, I do it quite often, to be honest with you.
yeah,
And there's
it's
nothing
a
Yeah, you know
wrong
what I'm saying?
natural
I do
thing.
it. I satisfy myself very often. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather do that than, you know what I'm saying, than wake up with an erection. Like, oh, wow. Too bad no one's here. Now I go about my day. No, I'm going to do something, you know? And
The body's reacting. It's
the body's
yeah,
react. Yeah, the body's
and
reacting.
it's a
It's my
stress
body.
reliever.
It's my temple. I can do what
Don't
I want to do
realize
with
that.
it.
It's a
yeah,
stress reliever.
it
It's
is.
It's absolutely a stress reliever.
mhm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
totally
what
a
it is.
stress reliever. You know what
And
I mean? So,
Debo, you brought something else to mind. I'm gonna relate it back to. Remember, I said I had that woman where we didn't have sex, but I was honest with her.
uh,
Interestingly enough, I wanted to have sex, but because I satisfied, because I'm just like you, Debo. Like it's not about necessarily me. I want to make sure that you're good and pleasured. I found out once I was able to just lay and caress, I was satisfied.
I'm the
So
same way.
yeah, like I
I'm
literally
same exact way,
realized,
bro.
yeah, like
Go
yeah,
ahead. My story.
I realized that it's not all again, this comes with age because Debo, you older than me
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not too far behind you, but it wasn't until I went through enough hula hoops to see not everybody is for me to where some people, hey, come over, let me just hold you and watch Netflix. I don't need you to be my woman, but I need a woman. So if
There,
you can, yeah, give
yeah.
me a woman for the time being of what I need,
Mm-hmm.
then that could again, if that's that helps me not have to feel like I gotta waste and do you because it's a feeling that just needs to be transferred. So
Absolutely. But at the same time,
who do you yeah, it gotta be who you
who
trust.
you trust in
If
that
you don't trust
situation?
them,
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
do it.
That's fear. That's few and far between. But I feel you on that, Cosmic. I'm totally fine. If a woman, if a woman comes over, and I would express that, look, hey, shit, let's go to bed. Let's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's just not even tell us. Hey, I'll be like, look, you want to stay here? You want to spend the night here? We can hold each other, or spend the night. Get our chill and watch some TV. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, I want to be next. I want to be next to a woman. Now, if she wants to be pleased, I'll please her. But if it doesn't go to that point, I got for that 1 month, for that one night, or one afternoon, or one morning,
Right.
I got somebody next to me. So yeah, no, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You got to do it.
we
I
Shit.
need
like
it.
that y'all said it because a lot of times it's not necessarily all about the sex. It's just the companionship. Somebody being next to you that smells good and
Hmm.
enjoying what you like. And it's like, let's watch this movie together. Like every interaction with somebody doesn't always have to be sexual. And people don't know how to do that now. Just chill with each other and talk and vibe and enjoy each other. Of course, you might get into that later on, but a lot of people don't do that. And as well as far as me, it's like you guys said that you are pleasers. I am as well. That is my satisfaction that that person is satisfied more than my own self. So if I feel like it's like a trigger or like a wait, what I'm trying to say, it's like the cherry on top situation when it's like I know that I took care of you during this moment that gets me going
Yeah, yeah.
more.
And like you said, Maggie, you learn that about yourself. Because I found the same thing with me. It's like because I've discovered it's like again giving it's okay if I got a family over
Mhm.
nothing sexual, but if I got a family over, I find joy and satisfaction with, hey, y'all good? Y'all want something to drink? It's the
Right.
same exact thing. So it's the same way to where when I thrive off of helping people and pleasing them, same thing. It don't always have to lead to sex, but a lot of people, they also don't know how to say no, because a lot of us will get in a situation, you getting hot and ready. So you just like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but
My
I've had
mind telling me
yeah, I've
no.
had a situation where girl was hooking me up, helping me out. She wanted to go the extra step further. But I've learned, I literally am proud of myself because I called my homie and even told him because I felt empowered. I said, bro, she tried to climb on top. I just said,
No.
I'm good. And you know what she said? She was like, I respect that. I'm like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about,
Right.
where I should be able to say
Discipline.
no. And you are not looking at me crazy because you still, of course, we helping each other out, but we don't need to go to that extra playing field. And she respected that. So taking it back to like how Debo said, you got to find people who know what the fuck is being done. What's going on, Sandra? Sandra is one of my returners. I ain't seen her in a minute, but
Hey
you
Sandra, how
gotta,
you doing? Welcome to the Candid Room again. If
yes,
share this out, and yes, our conversation a little deeper.
yes, yes. So
But
yeah, that's
yeah,
all it is. Just not find, the right people will appear when it's the
Right.
right time. Don't go trying to rush that shit and all that. No, sit your
don't
ass
get yourself in a
down.
situation that you're gonna regret.
Yes,
For
because
a good
every
look, two
situation,
or three, 5 minutes of happy time. Don't do it.
yeah, don't
Let's
do
be
that.
real.
If you unless you feel
Let's
comfortable
be
or if
real.
you don't have nobody, that means you're not supposed to deal with nobody. Okay.
Right.
That's it. And me and Maggie talked about. I don't even like when we talked about, before the show started, when I say I keep a small circle, not just friends, it's people in my life, period. I'm all about, particularly when I went through my whole cancer journey, when I realized who the real ones were, who the purple people, real ones weren't,
Mhm.
then I decided to just cut off people altogether, except for the motherfuckers who are really in my corner type stuff.
Yeah.
And that includes women too. So yeah, no, I mean, when I'm like, oh, like I hit a female, like, yeah, come on. I don't do that. I don't do that
That's
because
you discipline, Debo. You're disciplined, and it keeps you out a lot of situations you don't, especially in the
for
personal.
sure, because I've been in those crazy situations where I invite someone over and she doesn't want to leave and then fighting
Yeah.
like it's I rather be placed in a situation of peace and happiness with myself
Right.
than to bring somebody over who and it's hard like Kovnik said, who can I trust
Mm-hmm.
to come over and cuddle with right now, be honest with me, in my life I ain't got nobody.
Shh, me either.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm going to release.
But I know
I'm going.
people,
I'm
but it's
going to
like I
release
don't
shit.
want to do that with nobody right now at this
Yeah.
point. It just it's not going to satisfy me. Yes, it can satisfy me, but it's not going to satisfy me here because it's like, damn, I don't.
Yes.
I've been good. Like I pretty much want to make sure that moment is for somebody that's special at this point.
Mm.
But we're gonna get into why loneliness happens. So we got a little bit of education. I said education, people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Also share this. I have puppy with who is my baby, literally. So people got like animals and things like that they turn to when they have those lonely moments. It's like me
Okay.
personally, I listen to music, I dance, I just I keep my mind distracted. So I get very creative when I'm having my lonely moments. So like I
Finding
be
your
in my
pleasure.
zone, I be building shit. Cosmic, we be building shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Everybody's is different.
Yeah, everybody. My release is let me be creative and perfect my brand, expand my business, share my content.
Mm.
What can I do? So I plan. We're gonna get into this is basically why loneliness happens. So these are the reasons, and this is all the reasons. You got life transitions, so breakups, moves, losing a job, kids leaving home. So people got that empty nest syndrome. They've been so used to a big old family, and then it's like it's just me now.
Mm.
Social media connection versus real world intimacy. Some people get so caught up in that social media relationship, and oh my goodness, they make me feel whole, but that's all false. you can talk to anybody online and be whoever you want to be, but it's nothing like that personal one-on-one eye contact, face-to-face. Social media and COVID created these things where it's like you don't have to even interact with each other for real in real time anymore. People don't know how to be in real time. They can go on dates and you're in your phone like this.
Not even there.
So it's like,
Yeah, absolutely.
well, how's your date going? Tell me a little about yourself. Well, hold on. Somebody texted me real quick. So it's like you're distracted, or you're trying to take your picture of of food, and you so worried about social media or whatever the case may go, and you're not giving that person that undivided attention.
I see it every weekend.
All the time.
I work in the hospitality business as well. And I see it all the time where, I'm taking care of, my guests, and the whole time there's no interaction.
Right.
There's on their phones. There's on the phones. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, COVID did it, social media did it, and here we are, unfortunately. Hopefully, people can take the time to put the phones down and actually have a conversation. The perfect day for me is me, going to a restaurant, with a woman. We sit down and the phone's doesn't even come out.
And that's something I do. Now, when I go on a date, like I got kids, so
right.
I got older children. I do have a son that I have to, he has seizures. So I'll just say, hey, make sure he take his medicine, this, that, and the other. I'll be home late on the night. Don't wait up on me. Boom. Make sure everybody go to bed whenever they go to bed. I do this. I put it there.
And it's such a beautiful experience when you can do that as well. Because this generation that was born into these devices, they have no clue. They didn't grow up when we was outside before the phones and the technology. Right. So I feel for them because it's almost like being crack babies, but it's phones. Mm. So they were born into a technology age where when you don't have it, they just get to, what am I supposed to do? I haven't texted my friend. And it's like, you have no idea what it's like to not be interrupted, to sit down, have silence can be a beautiful fucking thing when you're able to just sit and sometimes not have certain things to actually say. But once again, a lot of them didn't get a chance to experience this. Even a lot of us, even though we grew up before phones, COVID, like we said, that shit was a motherfucker. Isolate everybody. I got to talk to you. Even remember when they were advertising that shit on Google and everybody, talk to your friends and family on a tablet. That shit made you just be like, oh, I don't need to visit your ass. I'm going to just, hey, grandmama, hey, granddaddy. All right, bye. Go right now.
Right. And like, you interacted, it's like, okay,
right.
I see. But it's like, no, I want you physically in the flesh right here with me. People don't know how to do that. So that's why dating is the way it is now, because we don't know how to be social anymore.
Yeah.
And
that's a turn on for
me. I
me.
value a great conversation. That's like a turn on for me. Like if we can have a great conversation and and before you know it, it's 2 hours later and it's like, damn, we've been talking for a good little minute. To me, that's how. I rather that than you so distracted that you just didn't take the time out and like, did you fucking hear what I had to say? I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna like, you a little too occupied, but thanks for the dinner. I'm gonna pay for my tab and go.
Yeah, like even when you get into something good and that interrupting, they don't know how to ignore it. That's another problem because you could be in so good and then all of a sudden hold on, I'm taking a call. Hello, and that energy of that bullshit, your ex-wife, your ex-husband, or ex whatever, or somebody. Because I've seen it. I'll be la land with somebody. Hold on, let me take this call. They got the nasty. Oh, this person I'm pissed. So now you bringing it, and what we was working on is ruined. So phones the fuck off because we given access to people. I'm busy.
Right.
If it ain't no emergency, I'm not picking up to tell you I'm doing something.
Learn to give somebody undivided attention. That's what you need to start doing. You can wait 2 hours if you can. That whatever it is. Now, if it's an emergency situation, I get that. But let's be realistic. You don't have emergency situations that just pop off all the damn time.
Right.
If it happens that way, I get it. You apologize. Hey, can we redo this again? But let's be realistic now. Like if you're not interested, just say that. Cut it short. It was nice, but I need to go. Don't even prolong that for a dinner and or whatever the case may be. But let's get into some more reasons why, um, why loneliness happen. So trauma or past abandonment wounds. So you've been so damaged, and that's me. That's how. Well, not me now. I'm in a better headspace, but I used to not even socialize with people, even think about dating or any of that because I isolated myself because like I want to avoid someone hurting me again.
Yep.
Trauma or past
Yeah.
abandonment. I've had
Everybody.
childhood trauma because it's like, I found out when I was 19 years old, my biological father wasn't actually in my life. My stepfather was in my life. I had those abandonment issues as well, lies. And then, of course, my relationship, I told you I was high school sweetheart. I got pregnant early. And you cheated on me and everything else throughout that entire time that we have all these children, that I felt like you just mistreated me and you disrespected me and I felt alone. So trauma or past abandonment and wounds. Busy schedules leading to emotional disconnect. So sometimes people are just a little too busy, but I don't believe in somebody being too busy.
Ain't no such thing.
Ain't no such thing. You can pick up that phone for a couple of seconds. Hey, baby, I've been thinking about you. Or here's some, somebody is gonna make the time for somebody they're really interested in. Let's
Absolutely.
Yeah, when they want to. And that's another thing too, as an entrepreneur, that I had to recognize is if you could schedule lunch dates and everything else, motherfucker, put in here's these 2 hours family time. Put that shit on your schedule.
right,
Because like you said, Maggie, when you get so into your career that you it was easy for you to, like you said, I get distracted. I'm in my career. Sometimes I don't need to satisfy myself. But
right,
we only got to that point because we had no choice. But really, we want
right,
somebody. But
right,
when we get to the point to where we don't have somebody, we're like, you know what? Let me distract myself from work. But put that shit on your calendar. If you could schedule anything else, I don't want to hear it. Like you said, nothing. If you got to run to the bathroom real quick and put, hey, I'm just calling just to say you all good people, or hey, let me give you 5 minutes to be able to tell you how amazing this stuff is. People who care about you will make the fucking time. Ain't no such
right.
thing as
Don't
I'm
let
too
nobody
goddamn
tell
busy.
you I am extremely too busy to give you a couple of minutes out my day to say, hey, baby, I've been thinking about you. Or a text message. Like I'm telling you, like you can go at friends and you be communicating with them and it's like, oh, I was so busy I didn't see your message, but then they on the phone right here with them the whole entire time.
That yeah
You're
that
bullshitting me.
you
You're
you you
bullshitting me.
you
Because this
saw my text.
is
You you you
you
saw
saw
my phone call.
right,
You saw my FaceTime. Did you need to pick it? You saw my text message. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
We live particularly in the iOS world. If you got iPhone, iPad, whatever, and I'm communicating with you, they're going to see it. All that shit. Oh, I didn't see you call. I didn't see that phone. That's bullshit. You saw the phone call. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for somebody to say, "Oh, I missed that. I didn't see you. I didn't see that you called. You saw it." What do you take? Oh, I didn't get a text message. At that point, like I said, man, you guys like it's all about the quality of people, not the quantity of people. And then
Hmm.
those red flags right there are crazy as hell. But to your point, it should be like if you really feel somebody or just really want to let somebody know, hey, I'm thinking about you, whatever case may be, check on you, whatever case may be. It takes no time at all. It takes no time at all. And that one communication can make that person's day, and then not only make their day, it could turn things around for them. Like, hey, you know what? I am some motherfucking somebody, even though I'm lonely, but somebody does care for me. And
somebody is thinking about
somebody reached out, and then that can turn somebody's whole mental around right
you.
there.
Made my
Yeah.
day. Like thank you for
You made
thinking
my
about
day, and there's no, and
you
there
make
ain't nothing like somebody making your
makes
day.
me
Shit.
glad. Even if you're extremely busy, it's like, but it's just the thought that like, oh my, I was on your mind today. Great. I didn't
It takes no time to send a text.
Yeah.
right. So
So
and then the rest of that is pride and fear of appearing vulnerable. So some people don't, especially men. Men don't want to express it. Actually, I miss you. Like I've been thinking about you, and I actually need you. Like, can you pick up the phone and let me talk to you real quick? Can I see you sometime? It's healthy to want to see your person.
mm, Hey,
pride and
no, it
fear of
totally
being
is. Shit.
vulnerable, and it's like, and then some people make you feel like you don't want to express that. Oh, you weak, you soft, you miss somebody, you want to be cuddled by somebody. But those are just people that don't know how to be expressive about how they feel and things like that. All they know is just that tough persona, and you know, they are in survival mode. There's, we can break that down into another episode, but there are people that got this hard persona because they was never loved.
Yeah, that's what
They
they
was
use.
never hugged. They was
Right.
never cared for. So it's like, fuck all these people. Fuck you and fuck feelings. I don't care. I don't need a feeling. I can go out here and, but
Misery
really
love
they're
company.
crying inside. It's like, love me, want me. I'm hurting. Hug me. But they don't know how to express that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that type of stuff was not expressed. Like when you mentioned about the men, we grew up, our fathers, parents, and grandparents grew up in a time where motherfucker, fuck women, get money, be a man, take care of the house, like just sling your dick everywhere. That's just in a nutshell. Even if you did not have that type of grow up mentality, you see it. TVs became everybody's parents because you
Absolutely.
always we ain't got the Cosby shows and we ain't got the different world stuff that's showing us success. We're being shown on a constant basis the shit that you're not supposed to do. They're not showing you the proper stuff. So, like you said, when it comes down to it, it shits and giggles and laughs in the wrong direction when it's just like we hurting. Like as men, again, when you all my boys, and again, I'm just like Debo, I got a small circle. My three male friends, we can say whatever it is that we need to say to one another and not call each other soft, a punk, we those are my friends. And I'm just like, that's the people that I need to be around, to where if I need to call and say, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm vulnerable right now, I need support, not a nigga, why you calling me about this? I don't not on that level no more. And I tell also people, I know this is a Gemini thing. We observe. You around a Gemini, we CIA your ass. We know more about all of you more than you know about yourself. So I tell people, vet your friends. Literally sit down and watch how they talk. And if in your mind you just like, this what the fuck I'm around, it's time for you to make a
Right.
move to say, because if you're around that and you're comfortable, that's why your life is the way that it is.
It's the company that you keep.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this quote right here, it says, sometimes the most connected people online, the ones that get all the bubbly energy and everything else, are the most isolated offline.
Truth.
The most loneliness offline. The most where they just go into a shell. And that used to be me. Y'all used to see me come on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Before it was even Kandid Room with Champagne Confessions. Like, oh, you just got all this energy and everything else. And you just like, I had to build myself up to put that out there. But I was depressed. I was going through some things. I was in my dark days. And sometimes I didn't even want to get up and do that.
So what
But
did you do? What if you don't mind me asking? Because you are out there as far as like, what I'm saying, social media influence and everything. What do you do? What did you do to get out of that rut?
I just had to kind of talk myself into it. It's like, Maggie, you got to you got this. Like,
Mm.
you don't want to let that. I talk to myself like, you
Right, right.
gotta get up. What are you doing? Why are you laying there? You just gonna let your dream go by? People want to see you. People want to believe in you. And then at the same time, it's like, I also had to, because I was a people pleaser. I was a person that was always there for people. And I started thinking like, I need to let all this go, because I'm there for people, but I'm getting all of their energy. I'm getting everything that they put on me. It's piling on me. I'm not myself anymore. I lost myself.
Mm.
So I had to build, and that's why I started reaching out to Cosmic. At this point, I wasn't going to therapy, but it was like, I feel like I'm just lost out here. I
Mm.
need help. I got to find myself.
Right, right.
I'm right now, I just really don't want to be here. What can
And
I
I
do?
remember those. And I'm gonna tell you too, to reverse it, for people who've been following Cosmic for a while, only reason I'm back on these is because of Maggie. And having that support network system, there were times where when Maggie, because Maggie knows, I'll tell her I don't feel like fucking with people. What's up, Savage? I don't feel like fucking with people sometime. Like again, you'll see me, hey, meditation, this and that, but off camera, I'm just like these motherfuckers. Not everybody, but I'm not faking it with the funk, but again, I love catering to the people. But then when I'm by myself, the truth comes out. And Maggie would hit me up and say, Cosmic, you got to get back out there. So a lot of the times that I was down, Maggie literally was the prime example as to why I got back on Facebook or social media or this. Because there was times I was just like, man, not everybody, but I was around negative people where
Yeah,
I was like, man,
he would cut everything off.
Yeah.
Everything off. Even tell me, it's like, Maggie, I'm gonna disappear for a while. And I respected that. I was like, okay, long as you okay, I'm gonna check in on you. But it's like I need to cut everything off. I just need to disconnect.
Well, yeah, I mean, y'all perfect examples of thank God y'all have each other, because it sounds to me y'all both lift each other up. Unfortunately, like Cosmic, if Maggie wasn't there, you could have been in a dire situation as far as your mental. You know what I'm saying? So like that, and it goes back to what we said a little bit ago. Everybody needs somebody to reach out to. If somebody does reach out to you, you gotta listen to them. You never know what the hell somebody's going through. That's real.
And 9 times out of 10, they going through. Let me tell y'all something. Again, Debo, you can say this. Maggie, you can say this. Us on screen, we are going through the most shit, but we know how to put on a face because we have to deal with comments, scrutinization, knowing if we're good to be best for the audience. So we come on here showing our best, but 9 times out of 10, people coming out, can you do it? I had a lot. The reason I wanted to get the fuck away from people is because it gets overly draining when you get on there and you hear people. Oh my God, you make me feel so good. Okay, here's my services. Crickets. Well, fuck, what you. So you just using what the fuck am I getting back from this? Like, oh, you should be good. No, I'm not. But that's why I'm so real.
The strongest people are the most ignored person.
They said that on Black Panther too. What's the name? Nemor said only the most broken people can make great leaders, because that shit does take a lot to service the community, and people aren't aware. They will take from you and give you little to nothing, and they're not aware of it. So that's why I digress sometimes.
Okay. And we're gonna move on to the next one. Then we got one more after this, and then we're gonna wrap up our conversation. This is going good though.
Very much so.
Signs you're experiencing loneliness. Some people might not even recognize that they're lonely. So we're going to talk about some signs as to, experiencing loneliness. So, overworking or oversleeping to avoid feelings.
I do that shit.
I'd be doing that.
I
stay in my bed.
Yeah.
That's real. I mean, that's a good one right there for sure. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to shake off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because once you are related to any sexual pleasure, high pleasure, drinking pleasure, anything that gives you a dopamine.
Right.
When I'm overworking, I don't have time to be by myself. When I'm sleeping, not there. When you gotta sit the fuck still, you're not high, you ain't got nothing to drink, you in your shit, that's when it really starts to some people will not be by themselves because it's too painful to notice your ass is alone.
Right.
You're crying, you don't do this, you're showing a persona because you hear yourself think, you hear your true side.
Right. So that's it. Overworking or oversleeping to avoid feeling sleeping. Constant scrolling. So you're on social media and you get distracted by all these videos. TikTok is a hell of it.
That's
like you get in here, you get caught up in all this crap, and before you know it, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. You over here looking at social media, and it's like, damn, I don't watch a lot of videos. Feeling invisible even around friends or family. I experienced that in my relationship. I'm around you or I'm around people, but it's like I'm over here in a corner in my own zone. Like, I really don't want to be here. I'm just here to show my face, but physically and mentally, I don't want to be here. and I feel like I'm out of place, and I feel like no one's paying attention. Everybody just like doing their own thing. Emotional numbness. Now I'm explain. I'm starting to overcome that emotional numbness when it comes to relationships and friendships and things like that. When I came out of my marriage, um, I didn't really have time to grieve. I had someone in my face and ear like, "Oh, I just really want to be with you," and it's like what I tried to explain to them. It's like I right now I don't even know what love feels like or feelings feels like. I feel numb. I don't know what I'm feeling at this moment. I feel nothing. I'm empty. So it's like you're expressing yourself to me how I'm making you feel, but I had to tell that those people I don't feel the same way. I really don't even know what I feel right now. Am I feeling something? That's a terrible place to be. So it's like I had to explain to people, it's like, would you rather me feel numb, emotionless, out of it's called basically mental maturity and everything else where you're in a good headspace. I said, would you rather me be half-assed for you, or do you want me to be whole again and give you my all and all that? So why would you want to half-ass Maggie in this friendship, this relationship? I'm telling you, I'm numb. I'm incapable of giving you what you desire and want and need. So let me pull myself back and until I am physically and mentally ready to get into another situation. Now, am I there completely? No. It's still a healing process for me. That's why I haven't really jumped into a serious relationship. But people, we have to learn how to be alone. We have to learn how to love ourselves and be comfortable in peace. I protect my peace. And that's the greatest thing I can ever give my damn self. I'm happy again. At a point I wasn't feeling happy. I'm in a happy place in my life. Yes, do I feel lonely at times? Do I want a companionship? Do I want to talk to somebody? Hell yeah. But I don't need that to make sure I feel great about myself. I can take myself out. I can do things. So craving deep conversations, but not initiating them. So you like what you were saying, like you really want that, but I asked, would you call somebody? Hell no. That's maturity. Because it's like me calling somebody I shouldn't be calling is only going to be putting me back. You don't went 10 steps up, it's going to take you all the way back. Everything that you worked hard for as far as healing and everything else, it's going to fuck you up. And it's like, I did it to myself because I knew better. My boundaries, I went beyond that. I set my own boundaries. I went against it. Now I'm beating myself up because I got myself involved with the wrong person again.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. And so even being in brunch, laughing with your girls, but feeling like nobody really sees you. So I'm gonna leave this up here for you guys. If you guys want to chime in on, have you experienced any of this at all? And we'll see what the chat is saying as well. This is basically your signs of experiencing loneliness. Let me start with you, Debo. Switch it up a little bit. Have you done any of these before?
Yeah, I have. I mean, like the main thing I've stressed through our conversations this evening is the whole listening aspect. Like you talk to individuals and you're telling them what's going on, and they hear you, but they don't listen. I'm like, goddamn! Like if I'm telling you what's going on, and you ain't listening, I got a sense of isolation because I'm turning to the person like or people who are like, look, the sun's going on, what case may be. But fortunately, the degrees of loneliness that we're seeing right now, I've gotten past that because I'm starting to learn to love myself and say, hey, you know what, Debo, you're a good dude. People like you. You know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself out there. I'm a shy motherfucker, to be honest with you. A lot of people don't know that I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I'm inside. Unless you get to know me, unless I get to know somebody. Once I get to know somebody and I trust you, hey, you got all of me. You got all of me. The laughter, the jokes, the fun, everything. But for all that, I could literally be inside my crib for a week and be totally happy. Other than me, you know what I'm saying, going to the gas station to get my beer, or going to make a cigar lounge get my cigars, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So fortunately, I was in those degrees of loneliness, but you got to work yourself out of it. Um, but yeah, so now I'm it's getting a little better. I'm like you, Maggie. I'm like you. There are times where like you know what I'm saying, shit. I'm getting tired of like waking in this bed by myself because you just want something to hold on. And you said cosmic. You want a booty to hold on. You want a booty to rub for every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So, but in to anybody listening right now, going through any kind of loneliness, appreciate yourself. Like I said a little bit ago, we're all one of one. Appreciate yourself and just you know what I'm saying any kind of loneliness that you're going through, particularly ones that were just outlined. Just try to tackle it and get through it, and you will.
Real talk.
I, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So, and I see some people in the chat. I'm gonna re-put it back up here and see. Leo said he oversleeps, and you know what? I was there too. I used to sleep all the time. Bed was my safe space, um, where I could just ignore everything and forget the day, and my day got wasted. But it was like I'm spending too much time in the bed because I am depressed, and I didn't know that. And then Sandra said that she takes a chill pill. You know, but people, I take anxiety meds at night to go to sleep.
Mm.
It helps me sleep at night, or of course, I got my natural herb as well.
Right.
Now, so whatever device that you have to help yourself, long as it's a healthy one, that's fine. And I like what Leo said. He said that can't lose yourself pleasing people who you don't, because you don't love yourself. And a lot of people don't really look in that mirror and learn to love themselves, flaws and all. I used to have a problem with my weight, where I used to be a buck 17 in high school.
Mm.
Little, I'm still little, but I've embraced my tallness and my slim frame. Um, at a point where I used to didn't like it, but I looked in the mirror. It was like, you know what? I don't care what anybody else like. I know what I like. When I see myself, I feel
Whichever.
beautiful. And when I started feeling myself, and it's like I gained that confidence in myself. It's like, you know what? I'm not meant for that person. If that person didn't like you, too tall, you too skinny. Well, you're not meant for me, right? So people do like it. People like who I am, and it's like those are the people I'm gonna interact with and be with. So like we get out here with these insecurities and want to alter ourselves to be something that we're not for other people. Be your damn self. Be your damn self, because you don't. It's a beautiful thing when you can be your. I said in a relationship, if I could be naturally myself around you, laugh, be goofy, because I'm a goofy ass person. If I can be that type of person where I'm silly and I'm just extremely comfortable and you love me for who I am, that's all I want.
It's just priceless, yo.
It's priceless. It's beautiful. So many people got sold these materialistic things and everything else. That's why I was saying these dates and everything else. You don't give people your undivided attention. You got the expectation. You got to take me to these expensive restaurants. What happened to a cute little dinner date? I mean, a cute little coffee date where you really having a conversation with each other and getting to know each other. People don't do that.
Yeah.
Just my weight is always my problem. But once I was losing weight and see the shape I almost had and made people mad, I know I was doing something right. Absolutely. So learn to love yourself. That's the most important thing. We're going to get into our last little piece of it. But anything else before we move on to the next topic from that point? Just signs that you're experiencing. Anybody else in the chat? Hey guys, we might not make the live tonight. It might end up being a recorded episode if you don't see the link. Okay. Yeah. Miss Vegas over there. They're in their hometown right now. They were supposed to be going live around 10-ish. So thank you for letting us know. We'll be looking for that live recording. I know it's probably Friday night and busy. So
Hey, big time. Hey, hold on. I gotta say, big time shout out to Miss Savage. The other day we did our show, and she gave us a tour of Vegas, my hometown, and the spectacular views she was giving off the chain. So I know she's living up right now, doing a big thing. Big, you know what I'm saying? Do it big, Savage. Do it big, Miss La.
We love you,
And
Savage.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and just yeah, I mean, I miss home, I miss Vegas. You know what I'm saying. I was honest what I said that, you know, I'm going back home soon. You know what I'm saying, for a
I'm
week.
going. Me and Cosmic going. We going.
Let's make it all happen. We gonna make it a Vegas trip. We got
Maisha
to
going
line
with
up.
me. Maisha, we
Look,
gonna go to Vegas.
let's line it up. Let's line it up for
We
sure.
going. We going.
Big time shout out to Miss La. Big time shout out to Miss Savage.
All right, all right. And then we're gonna tell y'all how to can you link me? Oh, you wanna come in? Okay. Let me get you the please come on come on in. Let me bring you in now. I'm gonna give you the link. 1 second. Um no, I'm saying that I like that's why I love this conversation. I know we're going on for 2 hours, but that's okay. I mean, well, hour and 45 minutes. We're doing
A good show usually go between an hour 45, 2 hours.
so.
I've seen
And
ones
I'm
that
happy
go.
that you guys are hanging in with us. Like I love deep conversations, and I'm just the purpose of this candid room. Is where we can vent and we can talk about it. We can come together, and you never know, you might find a friend in chat.
I got a question. Why
Sure,
you doing that?
go ahead.
And it's been lingering for a couple of minutes.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying, be the woman of the panel. I can ask any woman watching this right here. Me and Cosmic reveal a lot of stuff about men,
Right.
men's perception of being lonely. You know what I'm saying? Men's perception of being isolated.
Hmm.
Men get lonely. Men feel isolated. But a lot of times we gotta have that interior exterior, like, hey, whatever case may be. Has anything that me or Cosmic said? I'm just this for you, Miss Maggie, and this for you for the chat. I don't know why the fuck I call you Miss Maggie, Maggie T,
Right.
and for anybody in the chat. Has anything that we said make y'all think we're less than men for expressing our feelings of loneliness?
Good question.
No, and you
We
asked
get
me
because we get that a lot. Men
and
get that a lot.
that's why I want this channel here is basically unbiased. You can be who you want to be. I got my girl in the chat and bring her on up. Hey, lady. Um,
Hey
no,
guys!
Savage, savage,
There she go.
savage.
What's
We've
going
been
on,
having
girl?
some technical difficulties, but Faith is here. We're waiting for Lala. There was like I guess a few accidents on the way coming to meet me, so we way
Damn.
behind. So everything we planned did not go accordingly tonight. So we might have to switch things up.
okay,
But that's Vegas for you,
right.
because
Are you
we're
enjoying
still
yourself, though?
downtown,
You
huh?
enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, yes, we are. Yeah. And we're still downtown, so we haven't even made it to the strip yet. So,
I know. I can't wait to see those pictures. Definitely. Oh, I see some
yeah.
people in the chat. What's going on? Look at these new people.
PJ, what's good, baby? That's
Hi,
my that's
Dudley,
my
how are
homie.
you?
Savage,
Just tell us
savage.
a little bit about what you got going on, where you at, and then how people can find your channel and everything else. What's going on right now?
Well, we were gonna try to go live on Savage Land Cut. Like I even pushed it to 7:15, but we still haven't found Lala yet. But you can find us at Savage Land Cut. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move it to a pre-recorded tonight, but we're gonna hit the strip. I wanted to show you guys. We want to show you guys the strip, the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. We were gonna interview some, tourists downtown. I mean, down on the strip, but kind of sad, but it's okay. We still gonna get it done tonight. We still gonna get it done. But my best friend Faith is here.
Hi, Faye.
Hey, Faye.
Hi.
What's going on,
How's
Faye?
everybody doing?
The
We
Candid
All
good. How
Room.
good.
you how
How
you doing?
Sorry.
are you? That's okay. That's okay. That's
Okay, okay. You got me in the
We in
middle
the
of,
real.
You're in safe
enjoying
space.
yourself. Right. You
then the
in
case
Vegas.
kind of. It's legal out here, so it's all right.
Right. Right. I love it. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Everybody up there beautiful too, as much as I can see.
Thank you.
We got some beautiful people
I
up in
love y'all
here.
show though. I be watching it.
Thank you. I'm glad
Yes, okay.
you do.
So anyhow, I'm not the camera type. Yeah, I'm like the behind the scenes. So
I get it. Appreciate you at least showing your face for a moment. Appreciate you.
thank you. So she said, come across to the Thai place trying to pay. Lala's telling us where to come.
Oh,
I
you
actually
gonna meet
go to a
Lala?
Thai place called 4392 over at my house.
Yeah, she's Thai. I'm Korean. So it's all a lot of Asian going on over here. So,
Amen.
but Lala just messaged me and she said, come to the Thai place. She's trying to play, but I don't know what that is. This is how lost we are tonight. So, well, I just wanted to get on and say hi and let you guys know what was going on. And
Okay, we'll look forward to whatever you record and pre-record and everything. We
yes.
we love it. I
All
Thank you,
can't
right.
wait.
Sounds
Savage.
good. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of the show. I'm going to watch
Thank
the rest of
you.
it later.
All right.
And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thank
Okay.
Yeah,
you.
Love you guys.
Have fun.
for sure.
Peace.
Bye.
That is Miss Savage. She's been on the show before. Like, look, Debo, I'm gonna say something to you, and I'm gonna say it to Miss Savage as well. I know you were saying you don't, and I'm gonna answer the question, in a moment what you asked me before. But you have family now. Like, if you got to talk to somebody, you got us right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I
Mm-hmm.
received that, and that this ain't like I received that shit because, like I said, I'm literally in Atlanta by myself. Me, I've been in Atlanta for 26 years, and I got a twin brother. He left. My mom passed away. She gone. So right now, Atlanta, Georgia, it's just me and my son, my beautiful son. You know what I'm talking about, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's why my circle is so small, man. Like, and a lot of it had to do. Again, I keep on going back to the whole cancer thing. When when I got diagnosed with cancer initially, people thought people are people, and people can be assholes, and people can be evil,
Right.
and they thought it was a death sentence, and so they cut me off. They cut me
Damn.
off a lot. Yes, cosmic. You, family cut me off. That's real, bro.
I can
So it's like
tell.
that's
Yeah.
why it's like once I beat it and once I defeated it, I came back and I told Maggie one time I said, you know what? I kept receipts, and I'm like, the motherfucker cut me off. I won't remember each and every single one of them.
Right.
It's a trust factor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Associated with it. What you just said, Maggie, means a lot. That really, really means a lot. Because you're a quality person. Cosmic, you already know what the deal is. We talked
Yep.
before the show.
Yep.
And
Yep.
So
he's
I
coming to
receive all that. I
Atlanta.
receive that. I
He's
receive that.
gonna be in
You're gonna
Atlanta.
be in the ATL.
Yep. And I
Right.
Check out
haven't even.
here.
And
So,
it was beautiful. I haven't even told everybody yet. So I'm
oh,
literally like,
our announcement.
it's
There you
no,
go.
no. It's perfect because it comes out when it's supposed to. But just like how Debo said, there are certain people that I'm selectively telling because I know there are some people who, because one thing I will say, and I'm pretty sure y'all know this, we don't know who all got our back. People will say they love you, but at the same amount of time, there's some people who just got they shit fucked up and they want to
And
spew it on to you being
they
like,
pray
yo,
they
how
pray
can
in
you
your
say
downfall. They pray in your
right,
downfall. For
right,
sure. Yeah.
right.
Unfortunately.
And it's that support, the support system is there too. Like shout out to my homeboy PJ again. He's the other, the two guys I told you that I'm connected with. PJ is one of them, and I appreciate him because we have a brotherhood.
And, and,
That
and I'm glad you asked that. Because speaking of brotherhood, like I think it's commendable for men to express themselves and be open about how they feel. Does it make me think that they are weak? Not at all. I think it's healthy
that
to
shit is
be able to
strong.
express yourself because a lot of them are built to be tough and don't cry, don't express yourself. Then they got a lot of anger and built up, and that's when you get these people that overuse drugs and want to fight and be angry because it's like they didn't get that hug from somebody. It's gonna be all right, man. It's made to be gay to hug your neighbor or hug your boy or whatever. It's like, man, come here real quick. You didn't hug your dad. You didn't hug your mom. Your mom, like, you're a man. You need to be toughen up and you're too weak to. You can cry. You
Mm.
might not cry in front of folks, but you might be in your shower and letting it out. You don't let people know it, but it's a natural thing to have real emotions. So expressing yourself, I don't see it as a weakness, and everybody else that I'm seeing in the chat also feel the same. It's real facts. It's what I like what Leo said. He said only weak men are hard on other people who remember in a bad space. Strong men are hard on themselves. Yeah, they're hard on themselves, but strong men is like, you got this, you're gonna be good. Let it go. And then you feel better. You feel better when you kind of let that stuff go. So have you a select few people you can trust to let that out and keep it. And one thing
For sure.
about me, our conversations is always confidential. I don't care if you are a client or a friend. I don't discuss things with anybody else of what we talk about because that's your moment to be vulnerable. And people got to have those vulnerable moments. So we're going to close this out on how to overcome loneliness and isolation because some people don't know how to do so. So, how do we overcome that? And we're going to keep it short and brief, and then you can kind of give me some, hey, I do this or not. So, how to overcome it, practical and soulful remedies. So, we got a little bit of both. Rebuilding self intimacy. We kind of talked about that. And self intimacy is not necessarily always sexual either. But this is what kind of explains what that is. It's just your morning check-in. So kind of you have your affirmations in the mornings, like you wake up in the morning, it's like you're beautiful, you're great, you're strong, you're powerful. Today is going to be a great day. It's the power of the tongue. When you speak positive, it's like, I'm going to be great. I'm going to tackle this today. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to get my sales out there. When you speak things to existence and you wake up positive and you look in yourself like you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. Instead of somebody else telling you that, you looking in the mirror and you feeling it, it's like, man, I feel great today. Journaling is also rebuilding self-intimacy. So getting back in tune into writing things down, getting your thoughts, releasing all that into a piece of paper. In case you don't have anybody you can talk to, put it down on paper. Right.
Maggie, I write my journal every night.
Great.
And it's very, very therapeutic. And the great thing about journalism, once you put a pen to pad, it's here forever.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Cosmic, there you go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Once you put pen to pad, it's there forever. And then
Right.
you look back at it and say, you know, I got through it. And then people who are, who will traverse through your journal, once, once you're, once you made your transition, they'll see what you went through and they'll see that you tackled it. I love journal. I've been journaling for the past 25 years. So
Great.
yeah. And they're
One
all
thing,
gonna be passed down and hopefully the words that I wrote in my journal will help elevate even one person to keep pushing.
yeah, even on a doctor level, because I study this shit. The reason most of us men leave this earth and women live longer is because we hold shit in. Because a lot of people don't know this. Disease, the word disease, slow it down. Dis-ease. A lot of times the cancers, the heart disease, the sickness, and all that comes because we're all energy. And when you don't release, it's like holding in a fart or holding in not using the bathroom. You
Right.
literally, yes, you literally will like intoxicate it and it will get in your muscles and everything else. So men who are passing away, oh, I can't believe they died at 50 because they weren't releasing.
Right.
They were doing things that they weren't necessarily supposed to. So it ain't
Right.
no thing about why Big Mama grow up to be 120 before she left the earth, but granddaddy was 50 or 60 is because, again, we don't know how important it is to get that shit out. And when you hold it all in, you start to become that very disgust that you're not putting out there. So, like Debo said, journaling, most people just think, oh, you just write shit down. No, you physically see him writing it down, but on a metaphysical level, he's taking this thing that's bothering him up here
Right.
and he's putting it on paper. So therefore it's no longer there because he's taking it out and saying, let me get these thoughts, these energies, this stuff that I'm feeling out there so I can really see what's going on with me. Because when you journal, ask yourself, hey, write down how you really feeling right now. When people write that shit down, now read it. Oh, damn,
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to possibly get rid of my. That's how you self-diagnose what is going on in your head. That's what's happening. So journaling is a healthy method because it helps you to see what's going on and why am I acting this way. But when you don't journal, you I'm mad, I'm dealing with something right now. Oh wait, not it disappeared. Now it's gone, but it's still there. It's just the next energy came in.
Release it. Right.
When there been so many times where I've journaled initially, well, not so many times, but a few times where I've started my journal and I've started with an entry, sobbing in tears, and when I finish it, I'm smiling.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, man. But that's a great one right there, Maggie T.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the next one is two more to that one: rebuilding self intimacy, solo dates. Take you out, go out to eat. Like Debo, he's a food critic for Clayton County.
Mm.
You go out there and eat and enjoy yourself, and you do your food reviews and you do things that you love because you want that community to love.
And it helps my mental because
Yeah.
I'm
It's
and because by
therapeutic.
doing that, I'm doing two things. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm going out and eating because I love to eat. But I say even today I did a food video. It's going to be released next week, where people were approaching me. Is like, hey, well, you got a channel, whatever, because I had my shirt on and everything, and I was out networking, and I was like, and it goes back to the thing, like, hey, people can like me, people, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. Yeah, but solo dates, go to the coffee shop, go to the bar, go wherever the case may be, we again, I keep saying it, y'all might get, we're one of one, we're all unique. There's nobody like me. There's nobody like Maggie. There's nobody like Cosmic. Nobody. I'm a twin. But even my twin isn't me.
Complete opposite. And I'm a twin, and my
Yeah, you're a twin.
twin
Shit.
is a complete opposite of who I am.
Right. We're all one of one. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's celebrate you. Go out, get something to eat. Go out, you know what I'm saying, or go to the park, chill out, and just know that your soul is your soul. And you can sit back, relax, and the whole world can sit and look at you like you crazy, whatever case may be. But you know that you one of one. You're a unique person. Like Maggie said, you're a beautiful person. And you can just sit there and celebrate you. We
Yeah.
every now there's nothing wrong with celebrating you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you'll be surprised too. The more you go and celebrate you, that's when you usually find the next person who's for you. When you it's not when you it's when you not looking. When you go looking, you gonna find the wrong shit. But when you just chilling, hey, I'm going to my favorite eating spot. Hey, welcome back, Cosmic. Your usual, yeah, appreciate it. Then all of a sudden, I may see a woman who come in, same thing, or she may be like, "You come in here all the time. How are you isolated while taking myself out? Oh, I'm taking myself out. You never, when you
No,
doing for you,
right,
you attract another person who's doing for you, and that's how you find that magic. It's always when you not looking that
right,
thing. So when you taking care of yourself, you attract those who take care of themselves. It's always an attraction of a mirror version of you.
right. So, and then we're going to get into now. We're talking about creating a life resume, activities, passions, self date. So you're writing those things down in your book. Now you're writing down a list of passions and interests. Now you're getting to your goals. You're adding goals and skills to that thought in your journal and scheduling new experiences. So you listen your passion and interests. Okay, I want to be a business person. I want to make this and I want to do that. Now, how can I achieve those? My goals. So I need to advertise. I need to create. I need to do this. I need to make content. I need to go sit down and eat and record myself. Your goals and skills. And now scheduling those new experiences where you're putting it all together and you're doing those things. So you're creating a life resume by yourself with nobody is it any kind of influence. Like, don't listen to those naysayers and outsiders. You're doing this because you're happy about it, you're passionate about it, you like it. And like me and Cosmic said, we don't care if we got two people watching. It's those two people that reached me. We're too busy looking at the numbers. I need to be having 1,000 followers watching me at this time. No. When you reach somebody, you just like today, a couple of people I haven't seen on my show. I'm sure they're going to come back. When you get those people to come back, they're going to bring their friends. They're going to bring their friends. The next thing you know, boom, you at 20, you at 50, you at 100. Two, it's a process. It doesn't happen. Success doesn't happen overnight, but that's where you write your goals and skills down and your passions and interests down. But it's not talking about it, being about it and doing.
And a lot of people don't recognize too. 3 people is a lot. Online, you thinking, oh, these aren't no. Do it in person. And online, you feel like I need to have this many people, but in all actuality, I'd rather have 5 people who feel me versus 1,000 motherfuckers who just there to comment.
Quality over quantity, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
That's why I
you,
always say quantity over
yes,
quality.
yes.
Quality over
I've
quantity.
had it where my room when I was on TikTok, the peaceful people, 10, 20, my regulars. All of a sudden, when I start talking about something and they open up the floodgates, and I'm like, oh shit, we got 100, 200. You letting motherfuckers in that don't need to be there. Then all of a sudden, the comments, who is this I don't need no doors open because you were not invited. So it's just like having that many people
Mhm.
who are not, they will throw you off. So again, in person, 5 people in a room is a lot of people. So be grateful for, just like you said, the ones that everybody in this chat right now, we all could be millionaire. We straight. We straight. We don't need 1,000 people who are broke minded. So yeah, we appreciate that.
Okay, because I know we holding y'all time though, so we're gonna get into building healthy social circles. Now we're gonna get into starting to be a little social out there. You know, you don't wrote your things down, you don't learn to love yourself, but building healthy social clubs includes joining clubs and groups, attending events, reconnect with old friends. Now, good friends though,
Hmm.
the good people, and say yes intentionally. So saying yes to the right things to say yes to, but knowing how to say no to other things. So it's like I'm out back out here doesn't mean old friend that was toxic and no good for me. That doesn't mean that I'm rekindling that friendship. I'm saying no to that. I'm a new me. I'm walking
Maggie,
out here with a
no,
difference.
no, the word no is the most powerful word in the world that has to be exercised.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to say no. And something like I said, there can be moments of awkwardness, but no is the most powerful word in the world. So, so with that, but saying yes, indeed, but you gotta trust that person saying yes to. So,
Right. But
in my
but
opinion,
at this point now you know what to say yes to. You know the
absolutely,
right things,
totally, absolutely, yes, sir, yes,
right
ma'am.
things in your life, your positive things. It's like this is where I need to be like friends. You know, I'm gonna say yes to my friends, if we're on the same pet space and everything. Everybody else, because like I have associates and then I have my really close friends, and it's like, you know what? These people, because you want people that's gonna want your best interest at heart. You want people that is thinking about like, I'm not gonna put you in a situation that I don't want to be in.
Mm.
So you need those type of friends, not yes men, but people that say, hell no, that ain't right for you. Don't do it. Reconsider. So
Hmm.
now, of course, next thing is therapy and emotional regulation and tools. Hell no, right?
Exactly.
So let's say you really did try to self heal and talk to yourself and build yourself up, but you're just still in this place of hurt and pain because you got a lot of trauma going on. I got a lot of childhood things that I had to face that I didn't want to face. So it was like I put a bandit on it. Like I'm gonna get busy in my work and my career, but I'm not really tackling some of the small things that triggers me.
Mm.
So maybe I'm not putting myself in that situation where it's triggering me. But then you put yourself back out there and boom, oh shit, there it is again. I'm triggered again. You didn't work on that. You didn't face it. You didn't get over it. So
It's
um
always gonna come back. It
te- you
always
know
come back.
So, individual therapy, breath work, and mindfulness, and identifying triggers and coping tools is the best thing you can do for yourself to overcome loneliness. Is facing the reality of what might have put you into that lonely state. You was hurt. You're
Mm.
angry. You're emotional. this, that, and the other. What happened? Let's talk about it. But how can we grow from it? How can we heal from it? Once you get to a place where it's like, now, like, I can talk about my marriage, I can talk about my previous relationships, I can talk about that I didn't have my father in my life. I can talk about those things and not get extremely emotional. I was sexually assaulted when I was in high school. That led me into a place where I was clinging on to people to find love because I felt like my innocence was taken away from me.
Right.
I can talk about these things, and that's why I have these shows, because it's like my story is going to help somebody else. But I'm at a place where I can talk about it with my held high, and I'm not emotional about it anymore. My story is going to help somebody else. So, but therapy helped me with that. Talking to good friends that I knew was there for me helped me with like that. I was able to regulate my emotions, understand what I'm feeling, and releasing it. So now I'm in a place where it's like I feel better. I'm in a great space, and that's what people have to work on. So therapy, and emotional regulation tools, learning your coping mechanisms to, you know, get you through your things, and just know that it's okay. Sometimes you're gonna get pulled down. A healed person doesn't stay happy all the time. You're gonna go through your moments, but now you know how to overcome those tough times, because like I'm prepared to handle it a lot better because I was taught and I learned. So what beautiful plus. Right. Right. So and then of course replacing numbing and nurturing, and then that's the final pretty much note. So reaching out even when it feels awkward. So, you know, text or call somebody. You know, you've been in such in your isolation, and you realize I haven't reached out and said a damn thing to anybody. Invite someone out, hang out with some people, get out and touch grass. We joke about that, but literally go out and touch grass. Go sit outside on the porch and get that vitamin D, because a lot of people don't realize when you're in the wintertime and you don't got that sun ray, that's a
That's what is the
natural
difference.
way of gaining energy and strength. And, you know, and you can talk about that, Cosmic.
Yeah. 100% people really forgot the science behind it. And it's not it's the edge, it's the system we live in. They don't push for healthiness. They push for health care, but it's really off of the backs of being sick. They don't really want you to know people who go outside and get the most sun, like me, for an example. That's why I stay energized, because naturally the sun is hitting you and you soak it up. So that's why when you come inside or any place else, oh, you must have been outside, you hot. We say this shit, but we don't recognize I picked up the radiation of the sun of feeling good. So now when I go around others, they're, ooh, Cosmic, you have good energy because you feeling the sun that got pressed upon me. So when you don't go outside, touch grass, touch the earth, it's a vibrational sense. It ain't some, you know, again, they say, oh, you hugging a tree. Yes, because I'm releasing energy that allows me to digress and not sit on that type of stuff. So a lot of it is just ignorance. But during the winter season, like you said, Maggie, that's why people get depressed,
Right.
simply because the sun is covered. You're around family. That's your energy. But this is the worst time almost to come.
A lot of
Not
people.
the worst time, but at the end of the year, everybody's shit is at a and when you bring the family together, they're releasing it on one another. So you, if you don't have good family or a good place to be able to gather, it that is your poison, and that's what causes you to get sickness and illness. It ain't just I'm sneezing or a disease. It's how you're energetically feeling that will downgrade you.
Right. And last but not least, replacing numbing with nurturing habits. And that key word is habits. You know, so replace scrolling with reading. So you're on social media just endlessly doing nothing but bullshit, just watching videos and, you know, laughing at dumb shit. Replace drinking with journaling. So if you want to write down some things, that's a great one. Replace binge watching with movement or a bath. So you binge watch toxic this and that and the other. Take a bath. Go outside. Move around. Exercise. Work out. That brings
Got
you
to.
energy. Being physical brings you energy. And then build nightly nurturing rituals. So me personally, I have to have my lights a certain way. I light incense and candles. Where's my candle now? Got candles that I light all the time. That's how I unwind. And also I put my phone on silent. I don't let anybody to bother me. So if you reach me at a certain time and I don't respond, I might look at it, but I'm not answering because that's my peace and my time to unwind and get myself together. You got to create you a nightly routine, especially for those that don't go to bed good. Turn off those distractions. Close your eyes. If you got to meditate, listen to some maybe solfeggio tone. Those are frequency waves that you listen to that kind of help you calm down or whatever. But we can go into that in another episode. But at the end of the day, people, shut everything down. Learn to love on yourself. Get those emotions out. Talk to a friend. If you don't have anybody close to you and you still feel like you need to talk to somebody, get a therapist. They're unbiased. Or not even a therapist, a counselor, a coach. So people don't feel like going to a clinical physician. You don't have to. But do find an outlet and an avenue that's going to help you be better. And that's the goal of this tonight, okay? So we're getting ready to finish this on up and wrap it up. I know I've been giving you guys, it's a great episode. So
Absolutely.
I loved it. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. I'm going to ask you, Cosmic, what did you get from this episode in chat? Let me know how you're feeling about this episode. Would you like more of these mental health topics as well? Because that's what the Kandid Room is about, letting it all out, unbiased. And I hope that you got a message tonight. So, Cosmic, how did this episode make you feel tonight?
In all honesty, this episode was very much needed, and I didn't even recognize it because I don't know. Y'all probably didn't notice, but there was times I drifted off. I was here, but when we were hitting certain topics, there's there's always, remember how I said stuff that you ignore comes back around, and when it does, it's full-fledged. I was getting very emotional because there's a situation that I'm dealing with now that has to do with loneliness and isolation. Because I usually will be like, oh, I'm good, I'm maneuvering, grooving, but there's days where, again, that shit will creep up on you and it'll be so much in your face that it makes you pause. So tonight's episode literally has got me in my head to where I'm recalibrating how I'm maneuvering in certain situations in my life that I didn't even know was there. And it's things like this where you never know. Because again, a lot of people don't know, you'll come on the show and hey, how's it going, everybody? Fuck all that. There people may think, oh, Cosmic has it. Fuck all that. There are times I get lonely. There are times I tell people stuff, things are not working. But I do follow my regimen of everything that I teach y'all. I do, because I'm in my head right now about, damn, I'm really dealing with this, but I don't stay. I'm dealing. What's wrong? I'm just like, I'm dealing with it up, but I'm speaking good energy into this. I'll leave people with this. It's nothing wrong with talking about what's wrong, but treat it like a battery. A battery doesn't have a negative and a positive, and a positive as a negative and positive. Say what's negative to talk about what's there. Switch it to a positive. I'm going through some shit, but I will be okay with time. Right. This sucks right here, but when you don't put that alternative, you'll keep it in, I'm hurt, and then it just stays. So tonight, again, really was a shocker for me, and it just proves to show how Kandid Room is very beneficial even for us who are talking, because seriously, like, my inner part right now is just like, oh shit, when I get off this episode, I need to sit down and talk and release some different stuff. So appreciate again this safe environment and this elevation of what's what. So I loved it. Great.
Okay, and I'm gonna get to the chat, and I'm gonna get to you, Devo, in a moment. But it said the world needs more of this, and those are the comments that are dear to my heart because, and like you just said, Cosmic, um, a lot of people get this side of Maggie T to where they like to take advantage of that, you know, and I love when people can express themselves and be themselves and feel good about themselves and get better. That's the whole purpose of Kandid Room. We come in and we release ourselves from the day of the stresses of the world. And then we realize it's like, damn, I'm feeling some type of way. I need to go do better. So it's like, if you can get a message, if I can reach but one person, I did my job. That's my motto. If I can touch somebody, I've done my job. So thank you, Felipe.
PJ.
You know, I appreciate you. Thank you. Is Isabel.
Isabella,
Hey,
that's
Isabella.
my client. That's
Thank
she
you.
came to support. Yes.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love it. And said I'm going to join each and every one of y'all's YouTube, and we're gonna tell you how to follow us in a moment. I really enjoyed this lecture. There's going to be more of this each and every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, Devo,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
are you feeling, man? How did this episode make you feel? Let us know.
Hey, exceed expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like I touched on it, in the beginning once Cosby did meditation. I've never done it before. And the thing about it is this though, like I said, I touched on a couple of times where it's like people need to hear stuff like this because we can all agree there's a lot of bullshit on social media right now. A lot of shit going on. A lot of people just saying what they want to say. And salute to you, Maggie, for allowing individuals to really chime in on mental health. Mental health is real. You know what I'm talking about? And it did a lot. It did a lot for me, but I touched on a little bit ago where people in the world need to know. It doesn't matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter what race you are, it doesn't matter your sexual orientation. Loneliness is loneliness and mental health is mental health. And you gotta sit down, you gotta talk about it. And what this platform did right here, it is a candid room where anybody can sit down, relax, and express themselves. And I know I said I can speak for Cosmo, either one of y'all. I said what I had to say in reference to, what I'm saying, loneliness, or when we got a little, what I'm saying, to a spicy side of, what I'm saying, pleasing ourselves, all that stuff. Somebody might need to hear that. You know what I'm talking about. So I want to say thank you for bringing me on right here. Hopefully I can come on a little couple more times, one more than a couple more times with the Candid Room, and what I'm saying, allowing me opportunity to just express myself as a man, allowing Cosmic, because doesn't matter what a platform is, what a platform is. It's very rare to have two men express themselves without being judged. That's what I'm
For real.
talking about.
For real.
That's what I'm talking about. Maggie, me and Cosmic said some shit today that will have some people questioning our manhood. I
Yeah.
promise you,
Yeah.
because that's how life is right here. And for you, allow us opportunity to express ourselves, and what I'm saying, just really express ourselves, give opinions, and just let the world know that hey, it doesn't matter what gender you are, situation or situations. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. You know what I mean? So I want to say thank you for that. But to
Yeah.
answer your question overall, yeah, enjoyed
Yes.
it thoroughly. Thank you so much for having me on.
Great, great. And that's all I care about. That's the purpose of this. And it's like, this is an unbiased platform, and anybody that's in here that's judging and everything else, you need to get out of here. Because I want people to feel comfortable to be able to express themselves, especially men. I love it when men are open to, women. We'll do it all day. Oh, blah, blah, blah. We can do that all day long, but um, I do it to encourage more males to do it as well because it's better off your chest than on your chest. Um, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and give our social media platforms, how to follow us. For those that are new to this channel, thank you, Cosmic. Thank you for Debo, for everybody that's shared this out to let new faces come in here. Please subscribe to this channel. It's Kandid Room. Each and every Friday, as much as I can help it, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we are talking about a little bit more spice, but we're going to talk about what are your turn-ons. And it's non-sexual or not. We're going to talk about, we're really going to get in touch with getting to know who we are and ourselves and our bodies and things like that. So um, I'm turned on by intellectual conversation, things like that. So knowing what are some of your likes and dislikes of what attracts you to somebody outside of just the physical part of things, because physical part get us in a hell of a lot of trouble at the end of the day. Get to know who that person is and what you like about them outside of just the physical. So that's what our conversation is going to be about next week. So if you want to join the show, I do promote businesses and things like that. And if you want to join the conversation, she says she liked your shirt, Debo.
Oh, appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that Debo vibes right here. If you,
right.
hey, matter of fact, Sandra, if you want one, reach out to Cosmic and I'll send you out one for sure.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I need to get me some shoe.
Yeah, I got yeah.
I want some. I'm a branding guy.
Anybody who wants some Debo vibes merch, your boy
I
got
want
you,
a
out,
Debo
man.
Vibe shirt.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
There
I got
you
you
go.
for sure.
So
For sure. Appreciate it. Thank you
but
so
you can
much.
find me at Maggie T Productions on all social media platforms: X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, or of course Kandid Room. I'm also I'm on my sports side of things. I do host the Atlanta Falcons Nation, where I have a cast of guys and creators and myself, where we talk about Atlanta Falcons sports. But I'm actually starting to branch out into other types of sports with my Georgia Sports Nation. I do have a channel. It's
Congratulations.
about
Okay.
six,
All right.
seven hundred ish deep that I'm about to grow. Where we're gonna be talking about the Hawks and all the Atlanta and Georgia sports there is. So if you guys want to get involved with that, you can. But Cosmic, let everybody know how to find you.
Very simple. Website is up and popping. You know what I'm saying? Very proud of it. www.cosmicmindset.com. And cosmic is with a C, COSMIC. So cosmicmindset.com. All my stuff that I do is there. If you want to, like I said, book a session to learn about yourself, it's there. I'm on YouTube, Cosmic Mindset 713. You can find me there. And I'm back on TikTok. Can't remember my TikTok name, so I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Cosmic Mindset or Cosmic, but I'm back on there, whole different vibe, doing my music now. And the last one is Instagram. It's rg.creations.llc, and I love that LLC part because your boy is rising up in the ranks. That's where mostly my creativity and my artisticness is there. And one request, Maggie, before we get off, since everybody's in here, when it's that last moment, show that video again since everybody's in
Oh yeah,
here.
I'm gonna ride out to the sunset
Yeah,
with that video. We'll go
yeah,
ahead and give Debo vibes his shine. Let everybody know Debo. Since someone knows your
Absolutely.
shirt and everything else, there's a reason why you're wearing your merchandise. Let everybody know how to find you.
For sure. Yeah, you already know what the deal is. Debo vibes on YouTube. I do a lot of foodie. I'm a foodie. Really bringing shine to the southern part of Atlanta, Georgia. I live in Clayton County, Georgia. Really trying to, give shine to the smaller restaurants in the area, particularly black-owned restaurants. I did a great food review today. It's going to post next week. Collaborating with Clayton County to really get Clayton County businesses out there. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm having a phenomenal time doing it. Also, as you can see right here, I'm the host of, co-host of Debo Savage Life. You know what I'm saying? It's me, Miss Savage on occasion, my brother on occasion when he decides to come, which it might, the show might be called Debo Savage moving forward. But anyway,
Right,
anyway,
right.
man, we talk a lot of old school stuff, 90s talk, 80s talk, just having, talking our stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm also a part of the Atlanta Falcons Content Creator Fantasy Football League. I love fantasy football, so I give updates, I give recaps of what we're doing in there with all the other phenomenal Atlanta Falcon content creators, and that's it right there. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
coming on my show next Tuesday though? I meant to ask you. Are we still lined up for a
I
show?
would I would be elated to join the Lady Birds of AFN.
Right,
I
right.
will be
Lady Bird.
elated. So say my space in the place, and I will definitely join y'all and talk. Fortunately, hopefully about a win, but if not, I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. And
Okay.
them Falcons, all I can say. But
I
yes,
know.
I will definitely, if the invite's still there, I would love to be part of the panel, the laborers, the AFN. It'll be an honor and privilege.
All right, all right, all right. On that note, people, glad you guys are here. I appreciate you. Please share this out, subscribe. Please leave some feedback as well on the YouTube channel. I really do appreciate if you're new to this one. Let me know where you came from. Who told you to check us out? I love some feedback. Let me know how it made you feel, even if you're too shy to say it right here. But on that note, Cosmic, Mr. Producer, Mr.
Yes.
Entertainer, we're gonna go ahead and
Yes.
close this out since some people didn't see it. They're late to this show. This video is gonna kind of put you in a mindset because I really do want to eventually take this show to my own place, my own lounge, my own spot, my own recording spot. And this is gonna give you a little idea and what to expect, what this Candid Room Lounge is gonna be. Okay, here we go.
And hold on.
Oh,
I
finish, finish.
I was just gonna say so people know. Maggie came to me. This song, I created this for Maggie. This ain't the whole song, but the song I created for her and the AI video. So what you're seeing, Maggie, I told her I'm the one who creates this stuff. So what you seeing, that's all me. Not go ahead and play. I just want to get
And
that
y'all
out there.
follow him so you can get more and reach out to him. And then, of course, the descriptions and everybody's handles that they just said here, it's in my description of my show too. So if you didn't catch Debo Vibes or anyone, just go to my description at the end of the show and just click on their channels and things like that. Okay. Well, let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and close this out and get up out of here. Good night, people. Peace.
The city's still buzzing, but my spirit's done. All day long, I've been chasing the sun. Deadlines and voices crowding my space. So I light me a candle, reclaim my grace. Kick off my heels, let the rhythm spin. Soft jazz whispers where the chaos spin. Every sigh's a prayer, every thought's a tune. I find myself again inside the candid room. Welcome to the candid room, where my soul can bloom. No more noise, no more gloom. Just me and this groove. Raise your glass, let it soothe. Every scar becomes proof. When the truth feels like perfume, you're home in the candid room.
Yeah, we out of here. Peace.